Hello, and welcome along to a wonderful, crisp autumn morning. It is Elsewhither. That is what it is. It is Tales of the Unchained. Last week, we entered into... time for the thing that some of you know and some of you don't. A little bit of my hair just really wants to stick up, and I should have done something about it, probably before going out this morning, let alone before existing on camera. Anyway, we are entering the new format of recap. To those of you who haven't entered Roll20 yet, you may find it an aid to your Ricoing. Not to call anyone out directly. Last week you entered the mansion of a particular gentleman. What was his name? Joshua.
Oshathor, Lord Oshathor.
Lord Oshathor, indeed, or Oshathor, I like that. Please stop squirting your white lines across my screen. Thank you. That is enough of that ill behavior. Secondly, you were immediately set upon and attacked by three particular creatures working in concert. What were they?
A dresser. And
sure, there was a dresser as well, and three...
plates. Broomsticks.
Three broomsticks, yes. There were three broomsticks. Yeah. When we finally managed to clatter this combat out, how did that happen? What miscellaneous event resulted in the spontaneous ending of the combat?
Oh, it was Joe and his wild magic surge.
not what happened, but yes,
it was his wild magic surge and a crit. I think maybe I don't know.
It was a chaos bolt resulting in a thunder damage that then burst out 3 lots of lightning damage from a wild magic surge. Specifically, I believe it was a particular number. Could anybody that is not Joe tell me what number it was?
36.
You can't just throw out a random number.
What else do you want me to do?
I'm pretty sure it was 27.
Leave it to the guy that knows. Look at that. It was 27. Yes, indeed. As you moved on beyond this, you were assaulted by a absolutely veritable variety of tiny animated objects, including candelabras, little candle wax monsters, plates, a table, and 3 of its chairs. What spontaneous and random event ended this combat?
It was Joe again now.
And wild magic surge.
And what number did he roll?
36.
Do you know what? I can almost give you a D4 for that. It was a 27. Sorry, Rico, go on.
The number that he rolled, wasn't it? Was that a 22 or something?
27. It was a 27.
Again?
Yeah,
another 27?
Right. It was 2 27s. It was the 3D.
Exactly
and it happened back to back in 2 combats. It was absurd.
No way.
And it occurred off of a chaos bolt that did the damage. So it was this spontaneous.
Oh, it was the exact same one.
That's right. Same thing that happened.
That's right. Oh my god.
Which is resulted in a specific roll in the D8 followed by a specific roll in the D100. If anybody wants to work out random mathematics of that, I imagine the odds are pretty fucking slim. Might just be 1 in 800, but I don't think so. I think it's more. I think it's less than that.
Well, and you're rolling 2d8s, and you can choose the damage type, so it's even more complicated mathematically. I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, we don't have Jamel, so we don't care. After this, there was a split in decision making. Most people wanted to do one thing, and somebody wanted to do something else. What a strange occurrence. It couldn't have been, could it possibly have been? What did that one person want to do? What was their plan? What did they want to gallivant around doing?
I wanted to explore.
Little kobold wanted to, We'll say explore, Josh.
Loot. To explore.
Loot, I was what I
Clear
was
the floor.
Well, you loot when you explore, so, you know. Go hand in hand.
You came across. You did. You came across.
We did.
One other beast or monster downstairs in your searching round, but you just shut the door on it. What was it?
It was a chest.
It was, indeed. And what did it have or not have that you're not sure about?
It didn't have a hidden compartment.
And so he remembers. You charged on upstairs, and there was a creature you'd been hearing gallivanting around upstairs. It
was a grand piano.
Oh, he's on form. Who got crunched by a grand piano?
It was Jay.
Oh yeah, it was me, wasn't it?
Any other volunteers for getting crunched by a grand piano?
Pietro was crushed by piano.
Indeed. What did Vel'zekiss get up to during this combat?
Fleeing like coward.
Went to go free Lord Oshathor.
Yes.
He teleported
He
everybody.
went to do the quest.
Yeah.
He teleported Lord Oshathor outside, but then he did something very cool to save a couple of lying down bodies. Who were you? What happened to you? And what did Vel'zekiss do to save you?
Didn't he double his
Twinned his
Vortex
vortex warp
Mm.
in order to try and teleport Rhea, who had went down from
Piano.
I think just being ganged up on. Well, was it the piano as well?
Eventually, it was the piano.
Oh yeah.
The piano's the one
The
that did
gang
it.
up on, got back up, and then the piano just noped her.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
piano then proceeded to basically charge at Pietro, crush him into the wall.
Yeah.
And we were both unconscious.
Okay. At this point, Toothy and Boxxo stood strong. Vel'zekiss advised them to flee, and instead they did something that really annoyed him. What was it?
We fought and we conquered and we won.
More specifically, before the fighting,
Didn't
conquering, and
block the stairs.
they blocked the
We
stairwell.
did.
Yes, they did. So that Vel'zekiss couldn't run away either, which infuriated him. I mean, technically he could have gone to the window, but I think he was pretty much out of resources. So, yeah, it was yes, you just blocked the whole pathway. Luckily, you survived. And Jack, what did Toothy do to achieve the victory?
He used Boxxo and him to get on top of the piano and slash at all the strings, and then caused a big boom with Thunderous Smite.
Yes, indeed, the Thunderous Smite, and that was what victoried. And after this, you went down to Lord Oshathor, and what had been causing all of this problem?
The ring.
And a ring of animation.
The Ring of Animation. And who sold him this ring? And on what pretense? Or on what advice?
That bastard.
Oh yeah, it was the one too.
We like it.
D'Souza, is that his name?
Yes,
Yeah.
excellent.
Mm,
Have a D4, Joe.
There it is.
That's a good one.
That was a
That
good
was
one.
just supposed to help him clean or whatever.
Scrolling down, and I'm like, oh,
It was to help him clean, that is correct. And technically could have done if he had far greater control over these creatures. Instead, the Ring of Animation had animated his house against him. As you stood victorious, well, you didn't stand very well, so you went off to the haven't that you've been to about 5 times, and I never the Wayfarer's Rest. And because I keep thinking of it as the Wafer's Rest, which that's what keeps coming back in my head. The Wayfarer's Rest, you went back to, took a long night's rest, and subsequently in the morning, you got yourself ready for an adventure down the coast to a cove. Who had told you about the cove? And what did they know about it?
Was
It was
it
a treasure cove.
Yeah, was
Treasure
it
cove,
the
good start.
Was it not a
bard?
bard, or
Yeah.
a bardic college? No. Was she a bard or was she a cleric?
She was a bard.
She was a bard.
Do we know her name?
Does it start with M?
It does start with M.
Mary.
Ness.
Merrigan or Mary.
Oh,
Indeed.
I was just gonna guess that.
so off.
I heard Mary, and once again, I was like Mary Magdalene.
Why did she? This is her playing, by the way, and singing. I don't know if you guys know, but she is named after a real person in real life called Merrigan the Bard. You can check her out on YouTube. She's really cool. She also streams on Twitch. And she's about to start singing to us now. But why did Merrigan tell you about the treasure cove? Why could she not attend to it?
Is it because
Lazy.
we dumped her with the kid?
It's because you dumped the kid on her. Yeah, exactly. You did. The kid being
God,
made
what's
you
her
aroused to
name?
her, Toothy.
Gresha.
Question. Yeah. Gresha is good.
Yeah,
Be confident in your wise knowledge.
I'm not wise.
You dumped Gresha on her, so she told you about the treasure cove because she couldn't go visit it. What did she know about it? Piece of information did she give you? And this is probably the most important question I will ask in this quiz.
Oh shit!
Because
Can I
it's
roll a
going to-
d6
It's
for
going to
it?
be quite important for the. Yeah, if nobody knows, I'll take a history check from any of your characters.
I'm good at those, kind of.
Nat 1 for a 3.
I don't think I heard the question.
What specific thing did Merrigan tell you about the treasure cove?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Rolled a 9.
That I have no idea.
17.
Nice.
I got a 17 as well.
Yeah, it's so
Tuthi and
bad.
Vel'zekiss will recall that she told you that the cave entrance was only visible or enterable. That must be another word.
Accessible?
Accessible. Thank you. There had to be a better word than enterable. During low tide, so when the sea is out, and that it was in the cliffs. She didn't know the exact entrance, but she knew it would take some searching. She also told you that there was rumors of a powerful magical item within. You don't know what that might be. Okay, but before that, on the road again. The following morning, Helena will set you up with a nice packed lunch. You will have the regular cooked breakfast available. But she apologizes. She hasn't got you like ready-made lunch today. Instead, she's got bread, meat, cheese, fruit, and she's also given you some almonds and a small, what do you call it? A joint. That's all right. Like a shoulder of
I was like, a small joint?
Yeah, like a shoulder of mutton.
Is that necessary?
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I'd missed that. Yes, a shoulder of mutton that's not been cooked. It's salt dried, so it will last 24, 48 hours, but she suggested you cook it over your campfire. Given how far down the coast you're going, you're likely to be gone for a day or two. Your rooms will be held for now because you paid for 10 days, I think it is. Cool. So as you head out along the road, what are we up to? What are we doing? Taking a coastal jaunt.
Have we decided to just hoof it? We're not interested in some sort of animal to transport things or us.
We have. Well, if we want
I
to,
guess we're not really
sort of-
carrying so much yet.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah, I don't
we
think so.
we could hoof this
Yeah.
one.
Not only that, but you're going to have to scale down the rocks and look for a cave, right?
Yeah, we can't take a horse with us.
Yeah.
You could buy it, but then if you're a long time, right, it might be stolen. Killed.
I'm not teleporting your horses all over the damn place.
But it's so effective.
Vel'zekiss, could you teleport us back once we've gotten there?
I suppose it depends how many people we kill while we're there.
How many levels up do you need?
I'll be like,
If he kills enough of you, he will be able to.
Pietro will mutter under his breath, blood magic.
No.
Off you trot down the path. As you enter out of Vazra's gate, you can see. I'm not quite sure. Jay, roll me a d20. I went to roll mine and it just didn't do anything, so I wasn't sure what came up.
Sure. D20. Roll. That was so bad.
That means nothing to me.
A 4.
4.
4. Thank you. That means a little more to me. A little way out of town, amongst a small hamlet, sort of like 3 little houses that are outside. There are 3 children playing next to the road. 2 are standing under a large oak tree, but the third is trying to climb up, and they're sort of egging him on. And you hear, "Go on, carry. Go on, carry." And it seems the tree that they're climbing up to seems quite high. If anybody is paying attention, give me a perception check.
I'll look over.
All 3 children are
19.
human.
Natural 1.
Okay.
A 19.
You see, you're paying
I got
more attention to the
13.
climbing skills than why they're climbing, but Pietro, you will catch that they're climbing up for a nest of eggs. It's not quite dangerous. It's quite higher. Trying to get to the nest.
They're really having a hard time, aren't they?
Can help the boy, perhaps.
Do you think they're looking for breakfast?
What do you mean? They're just trying to climb a tree.
No, but eggs.
Oh, there's a nest at the top of the tree.
Oh, is there?
You see it right there, Toothy. And I'll point it out to Toothy.
Yeah.
Oh.
As you point this out, is anyone at the table proficient in nature?
Great question.
I don't think I've ever had a character apart from one
Yes.
druid that's proficient.
Joe, give me a nature check.
17.
It is very clearly to you a magpie's nest.
How many
I've
are
had better
there?
breakfasts than magpie's eggs, but
Are we close enough to yell out to the other children?
Oh, you can literally walk up to them. They're like 15 foot off the road.
Oh. Children,
Yes?
what is your friend doing up there?
Timing?
For what purpose?
Up.
And
Check out the bird nest.
you wish to take the eggs?
No, no. Why would we do that? That's awful.
It would be.
Would it?
The trees are quite high. Your friend could have died if he fell.
Don't say that! Harry's not going to die. Harry, you're doing great! Keep going! Got this!
Does it look like parents are anywhere right
No.
now?
No.
Okay.
You would know, they're probably at work. These kids are between 10 and 12.
they're not
old
like-
enough to be left at home for the day. They're not going to be schooled or anything.
They're like encouraging him, right? They're not like antagonizing him, being like,
No, they're really very
You don't
much
know him,
encouraging him. They've been egging him on, but cheering him on. Like, go on, Carrie, you've got this. Like, you're
Egging
nearly
him
there,
on.
Like, keep on. Yes, sort of. But not quite. Yes. But they're being very,
Is it-
very encouraging.
Is he doing a good job of climbing?
He's struggling.
Oh no.
Oh shit! No, the kid's gonna get hurt. I go up and I get ready to climb up to sort of.
well, hold on. This was
What?
his choice. Why does he want to see the nest so bad?
Likes birds? Give me an insight check. It's pretty obvious that that was a distracting answer, but maybe you might get a bit more than that.
13.
It is very clear they're hiding something.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if we should help them at all.
I can't just stand by, mate. This kid's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Wouldn't be so sure about that. Trying to see what I have.
He's
How tall is-
at this point?
how tall is the tree?
He's about 35 feet up at the moment. The tree is about 45 feet.
Oh yeah, I got this kid.
Okay. And he's sort of like you see that he's got to the nest, but he can't work out any way to be able to reach around to get into the nest, which is obviously what he's trying to do.
I'm going. I'm taking off my weapons and my shield and that, and I'm getting ready to.
As Toothy approaches the bottom of the tree, you just hear, as he gets ready, he goes, I've got it! Oh my god, there's some other stuff too, and some coins! And he takes like a handful, and then immediately falls out the tree.
Alright, I gotta catch him.
I will cast Featherfall.
Okay. As you feather pull him down nice and gently, you can see that the problem is he's celebrated, and he took both hands off the tree. But he is clutching. He's clutching something in one hand and something in the other. He seems ecstatic. He hasn't even noticed you've cast Featherfall. And as he arrives into Toothy's arms, he's hey,
Yeah.
be mister. Mine. Didn't say you could have any.
What What do you got there?
And he sort of clutches it to its chest.
Oh, look, we're not going to take it off of you. Yeah, wait. What is going on here?
So, a really rich merchant was coming through town. He was trying to sell a girl a ring, and then the magpie took the ring, and the magpie went up to the nest, and we thought there might be treasure up there, so we went up there, and we grabbed the treasure, and there were coins in there as well, and now look what all we've got. And he'll put his hands out, and there's a little shiny silver ring with a tiny little gem, which is obviously the ring he's talking about. But there's also 3 copper pieces, a silver piece, a strange like hair piece, and a couple of other little pieces of polished metal.
All right, I think I got all of that.
Yeah, if you wanted it a bit clearer, because obviously it was roleplay. He basically, a merchant was trying to show a shiny ring to a woman when a magpie stole it and flew up to the nest. That's how they knew he might have shiny things and his stuff.
Yeah. All right. So.
You said you wouldn't take it.
For the? No, I won't take it. How much for it?
Want to buy it?
Yeah.
Make me an offer.
As a reward, I look to the rest of everyone else as a reward for fighting the ring for someone. You know, a good deed deserves to be rewarded.
Doesn't he already have his reward?
Yeah, but I mean, the merchant got their ring stolen.
So we're a traveling pawn shop now, is it?
I don't know if a bird can steal.
How large is this nest? Like a regular sized nest?
Yeah, it's. I mean, magpies make quite big nests, but yeah, it's big enough.
And you said the tree is about 45 feet.
Yeah, but he will tell you that he has managed to get all the treasure. So
all of it?
He believes.
I'm going
He
to.
believes.
I want to use my telekinesis to retrieve the nest.
Okay. So you're going to mage hand it down.
Mage hand it down, correct.
Your gravity management. What can you do? You bring it. Oh. Ah. That's pretty cool. But what will happen with the birds? Well, they can't. Well, they'll want to go back to their eggs.
Are there eggs in the
You've
nest?
moved their home. As it comes down, there are 2 beautiful eggs, speckled gently. He does seem to have missed a single piece of treasure. A little tiny earring. A stud earring. It has no back to it.
I'll pick it out carefully.
Yeah, give me intelligence check with proficiency. This would technically be a jewel crafting check, but it's more a sort of stone understanding-y, gemmy understanding-y thing.
21.
Ooh.
Yeah, the stone is a very beautiful chrysoberyl, I think it's called.
Chrysoberyl?
I think so. Let me pull this.
Oh, like a barrel, like a BERYL.
I think so.
Got you.
Yeah. Ignore that it says it's worth 100 gold pieces, because it's not quite the same in our world. But yes, a transparent yellow-green to pale green gemstone. Chrysoberyl.
Like you missed
Very
something.
beautifully cut. Oh, mister, that's well pretty! The third kid comes along who hasn't spoken yet. And despite their short hair and fairly tomboyish demeanor, you now realize that it's a girl. He's, it's well pretty. Oh, how'd you miss that, Carrie? Come on. Shiny. Do you think the birds will miss it?
Same as they missed that ring.
Yeah, that's true. Are you going to put the nest back, mister? The eggs?
Of course. And I will hand the earring to Toothy.
Jay-Z?
Yeah. Toothy.
Okay, right.
Jay-Z.
What's he doing here?
Pop him in. I was like, I'm sure it must be. I was trying, like, racking my head, like, have I got Chasey or JC or something? And I was like, no, I've got nothing. You hand it to Toothy, and she sort of looks at you and, How'd you learn to do magic?
I'm gonna say, shh, silence. And I will mage hand the nest back up very carefully, place it back atop.
She turns to the two boys and announces, I'm going to be magic when I'm older. Just like that. And then
Sorry, I
she
need to
starts to like,
concentrate.
copy your hand movements, but nothing's happening anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll put her back up and say, sorry, I needed to concentrate. I studied at the Academy of Shar. Gallania, do you know this place?
Isn't that where they had all like the big disasters?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, they told us about it in class. I don't think I can afford a wizard school though.
Perhaps one day, you keep raiding magpie nests.
I was like, but I was the one who got up there. Now, how much do you want for this ring? How much are you going to offer for this ring?
Well, I'll look at the earring. And I'll look at the ring. Yeah. Even trade?
Earrings, no use. I'm gonna stay in. Taps his head, like, knowledgeable.
Well, it won't stay in your ear, but it would stay in someone's ear who wears earrings. You could
Oh.
sell it to them.
Doesn't have a backing.
Doesn't have a back, Joe. That's what he's pointing at. It has nothing to.
But can't you just get it back?
It's just, maybe, but he doesn't know that. It's not complete in his book. Not a fair trade.
Bugger.
May I
How much?
see the ring for a moment? I want to look at it carefully and try to see if I can recognize the gemstone.
Yeah. You don't need to check for this. It is very obviously glass. It is just colored glass. The earring is way more expensive.
Yeah.
Would have been a terrible trade for you. Yeah, I mean, you could sell a ring like this. It's also metal. It's polished metal. It's not real silver. You could sell a ring like this for 3 or 4 copper pieces.
I'll back up and I'll look over at Toothy and I'll sort of say, I say we count our losses and...
Make me an offer! Boy says again.
No. I'll do what he says.
What will you offer him? Can I assume
No.
there's no interaction between the two of you to give a price?
I know.
You don't say.
I'm sort of trying to subtly hint that the thing is worthless and then we should get the hell out of here.
I know. Well, you said
Toothy's
let's
great
count
for
our
subtle
losses.
hints.
I know. You said let's count our losses, and I'm thinking.
I'll
What
wink
have we
when I say
lost?
that though.
Like my answer is, what have we lost?
We don't have to give an offer. I'm sure if they bring it back to the vendor that lost it, he would probably offer a reward, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't go into town proper, miss. Must be
But they're stealing from birds' nests. I think you should
Birds
just
sold it
give...
first.
I don't think birds can steal.
Well, they did, didn't they? Took it off someone, rightful owner.
I'm trying to help you.
How are you? You make an offer then.
Just give them everything.
2 silver.
Like whole pieces.
That was a lot less than I was going to offer.
Offer.
Never mind, and you've offered them 2 gold in a real campaign here, or in like a D&D world. His jaw dropped, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah. You can have these as well." And he gives you the 2 little other pieces of like polished metal and the hairpiece.
I'll fork over the 2 silver.
All right, I'm taking away the 2 silver.
Just
Oh,
to give you-
I have 10 of my own, so don't take it.
Just
Oh,
to
you're
give you a
giving it
concept,
yourself?
you
Yeah.
probably paid for food for this family for a month. Like, that's what 2 silver will do. So he's like,
Cool.
he's absolutely... He sort of looks at it and... We need to give this to Mum. And then you hear the girl go, do you think it will pay for wizard school?
I'll chuckle.
As you walk away and they're chatting, you just hear her go, silence! I'm concentrating! To the others. And you guys can head down the road with 30 more experience points in hand.
Hey.
We're getting close.
Are
So
you?
close.
Yeah.
Did
We're
I
300 away.
forewarn you that you might level up in this session? You don't know what you might get, or is that going to be
No,
like...
I don't think so.
Okay. So I will say that if you do level up, we will have to take either a break or we'll have to do it post-session, because I didn't realize you were that close. I don't really pay attention to the XP though. Cool. As you head along the road, it's a pleasant day. Sun is shining, gentle wind. It is Dream Rise, which is sort of like late spring, I think. I'd have to check that. I might be talking up. But yeah, what are you guys up to?
I'm glad that bloody Kuruk didn't come back. No, the magpie, because that would have been, we would have been ducking and weaving for our lives back there.
I put it back.
No, you never been swooped before.
Who's swoop?
No, you never been swooped by a Kuruk.
In swoop.
Yeah.
Can't say I have.
Oh bloody hell! They'll give you a knock around the noggin, mate.
I'll
You've
look
been
around, sort of like cautiously now.
You've been swooped before?
Is that what birds do?
Yeah, it happens all the time in the West. What kind of magpies do you have over here?
They're small.
Ours are like fairly nasty, big things with beaks that are sharp and pointy and they dive bomb you.
They dive.
Yeah, like they see you, and there's a trick though, right? You get a cap or a hood, and you put eyes, or you put something that looks like eyes on the back of it, and they sort of get freaked out by it. It's kind of weird. It staves them off.
What do you use so it looks like eyes?
Just pieces of like colored leather and fabric, and some sort of like woven thread and stuff.
Sounds like a fun craft. We should do that. What if we had little eyes on our hoods, guys?
Well, it serves a purpose. If they don't swoop you over here, we don't need it. You know what I mean? Like,
what if I haven't experienced it, but what if there is swooping that goes on and we just don't know?
I was swooped by a vulture once.
that's way different. Holy shit!
I was taking a nap in the wastes, and I think it thought I was dead.
That's weird because they don't normally swoop. They just sort of like, because they're not like hunting animals. They're like they're scavenger beasts. So they just normally like go up to something that's dead and just peck the shit out of it.
Yeah, I don't think it was so sure. I think it was testing.
Oh god, you poor bugger.
All this talking of swooping is paranoid Pietro, and he's reminded that he should probably cast his mage armor for the day.
Oh no. Well, I think we're clear of. Are there any birds up ahead?
Yeah, do we hear any cars or anything?
As you look around, there are some seabirds, some seagulls. There seem to be quite a few of them floating around a little further down, where an area of the cliff seems to go down to the beach.
One of them is sneaking up on Boxxo, dear God! It's huge! And fat. It's sitting behind him.
As you guys get a little closer, you can see that the reason they're flitting around is that there seem to be lots of people down on the beach. And you see them sort of lying along the beach, throwing something into the sea. I will take a religion check from anyone who's interested. I ask this every session. I never remember. Anybody worship the constellation? Am I right in thinking Vel'zekiss worships nada?
He kind of likes Sebastian and the one dragon thing, but he's not. Worship would be a real strong word for it.
Boxxo is dragons.
Great dragons.
I
think there's one specific.
Or,
but I don't remember.
Gaycilia, yeah.
The more traditional worships of the Tabaxi for Luthi. And that just leaves you, Pietro.
I think that Pietro would be familiar with at least, like, what are the ones? There's like the Forge God or the merchant one, Ariadnes or something. He would be
and those sorts of ones.
Similarly to Vel'zekiss, like worship would be a very strong word.
Do you worship the primordials?
Yeah, I would say to an extent.
So you follow the Genasi beliefs?
More so, I'd follow the Genasi beliefs more so than the constellation.
So just a straight religion check from everyone, please. Slightly lower DC for specifically Pietro. Jeez. Well, that's pretty much
Nat 20 for a 20.
Timothy and Pietro, you will immediately recognize that what's going on is an offering to Karina, goddess of the seas. And those of you who think quite carefully about it, you remember that today is Karina's day. This is Star Song in Dreamrise, which is the 10th of the month. Star Song is the last day of the 10. You have first day, second day, third day, fourth day, but the 10th day is called Star Song. And on Star Song in Dreamrise, the 10th, it is the festival of Karina's day. And they are probably taking beach shells and other things that have been washed up on the sea and giving them back to the sea as a measure of respect.
I'm just on the Pantheon's page of Mazrea, and I think it makes sense because Karina has sort of this relationship with Fornax, and Fornax is the god of forge and metalworking.
Extract him down.
Yeah, I think that they're just throwing things, making an offer.
They're giving things back to the sea that have been washed up on the beach. So shells, bits of seaweed, etc. Everybody takes something from the beach and gives it back to the sea.
A lawn chair. I'm imagining like our ocean, just all the junk that comes out of the ocean, people just throwing it back.
No, it's all natural things I should have mentioned.
Okay.
So if there's pieces of shipwreck, for example, they wouldn't give that back to the sea because it it didn't come from her. But it's seen as like sort of giving back part of the ocean's bounty. Karina is known as quite a harsh mistress, but there's a certain amount of respect to the worship going on. You will note that these people are all peasants. They likely come from a nearby village, and it's likely a fishing village, which is why they would pay much more attention to Karina. And indeed, if you were to look on the road a little further up, just off to the west is a tiny... just off to the west is a tiny little village, maybe 10 or 12 houses, just up the cliffs. They clearly have this path down to the beach, and you'll see a few boats tied down by the beach. Obviously, their livelihoods. Why?
I don't think that Pietro's all that interested. I think he just sort of walking by, noticing them.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really... You can go down and throw shells if you want, but
Nah,
I assume that you guys would take notes and move on. So you continue on. Oh, there we go. I really did not mean to do that. I closed my notes as I was reading them.
Oh no.
Yeah. You see a young boy and girl. Well, young man and woman, old boy and girl, I'm not sure, 17, 18, that are making their way down the road. They seem to be arguing a little bit. They're headed towards you. Where will I do? You'll find us up in Mazrea. I didn't even get a chance to pack any clothes. I've been wearing these for 5 days. course we need to go to the city. He will remember us and find us again and bring us back. Keep going. Out to the sea. On a boat, maybe. Do you even know how to use a boat? Oh, but it looks pretty simple to me. You know, and this conversation carries on, and then they sort of bumble on into. They're clearly paying no attention to the road ahead, and so as if you don't move out the way, they will just walk into you.
I'm not moving.
Yeah, I ain't moving.
Yeah, so they do. The girl sort of walks. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're tall. Sort of looks over at Toothy and does a sort of triple take at Vel'zekiss. There's a sort of once and then a twice. And then they see Boxxo and they're like, what's going on here? Like, it's a very human and dragonborn area of the world. And sorry, I should have mentioned that they're a dragonborn couple. That's very relevant. So, yeah. But they're not expecting all these different unusual races. They say that they don't even notice. They just thought it was a human and then didn't really see too much. And then they look down and they're just like,
Those are just my shoes.
Watch where you're going.
right, shoes. Yeah. Right, watch where we're going. Are we far from Mazrea?
Nothing but a day's journey.
Okay.
Why are you heading over there?
Hopping. Man sort of puts a little song to it. We've just got married, you see. And he'll show you two fairly plain-looking wooden rings. They're not expensive wedding rings. And this pair look quite young. But
Congratulations.
be old enough to get married. Thank you. Yeah, we're sort of nods resolutely at this point. We're going to Mazrea to do some shopping for my new wife. She didn't bring enough clothes for our honeymoon. And as he says this, you look around. They haven't got a pack between them. He's got like a little tiny like belt pouch. They've got a water skin each, and she's got a tiny little shoulder bag that like a bandolier. It goes over her shoulder, but the bag is sort of at her chest, which looks like it might have enough space for some food, but that's it.
Coming from somewhere close.
He just sort of points in that direction. He doesn't say.
Can I sort of tap into my cartographic earring and see if there's any sort of settlement within whatever range
feet or something, or a mile maybe?
Is it 100 feet? It might be a mile. Hold on, check.
It is very clear they have been on the road for a lot more than 10 miles, let alone 1. They are ragged. They look like they've been traveling a long, long time. She mentioned she hasn't changed her clothes in 4 days.
I mean, does it seem ridiculous to us that there's no other place to buy clothes than the big city that's like that far a journey? Or does that make sense?
From here, so there wouldn't be anywhere in this gap.
Okay.
Maybe they might be able to buy like some passed off rags from a local town, but there wouldn't be a proper clothing store. You could have stuff tailored for you maybe by a village tailor, but that would involve waiting around in the town for a few days, and it's clear this couple do not want to hang about.
Sure.
That being said, getting to here would be perhaps 2-day journey. So you would assume that they've come from further than that. It is clear they've, walked all day, every day. They're absolutely haggard.
What's with the rings?
We just got married.
Yeah.
They give you no further explanation.
Do you not exchange rings where you're from?
Well, give each other rings. I mean, like, if you want to give someone a ring, you just give someone a... I don't get it.
It's a representation of their bond to each other.
It's a special ring.
It isn't like saying you're gonna love someone for the rest of your life. Like, isn't that the thing?
I suppose.
Yes.
I mean, we have some customs, like, I guess, like, weird to you, but like we cover ourselves in ash and do a dance. But like, it's, you know, it's
He sort of looks closely at you and, where'd you come from?
I come from the west.
How far west?
The
The Savage West?
Well, I mean, that's just... it's not what I call it. I mean, we just call it the West.
Fair. Okay.
I'll nod to them and be like,
Out far to the west, how would they take through Dragonborn on the road? They treat them well if we went there. I'm not
Look, I
moving to the
can't...
Savage West. What do you think this is? Told you, Nasai would be far enough.
Oh,
reloading.
Nasai is a lovely little village.
You've been to Nasai?
I lived in Nasai.
Is it true they've got houses that look down over the sea? Cute little fishing boats in different colours?
Yes, they do. It's smaller. It's quaint.
Quaint. Sort of, like, does this little hand to her chest moment. Hey, I told you, there's a future there.
Is that where you're planning on going?
I think so.
I will say it has calmed a bit there now. There was a point where the war did run through it, so it might still be recovering, but it has been a couple of years.
Help rebuild. We're honest people.
What kind of brought you into that direction?
Like a nice place. Well,
Somewhere to start anew.
yeah. It doesn't matter who you love.
Have you been getting a lot of problems here?
Oh, what color dragonborn are they?
Great question. Thank you. She is a silver dragonborn, and he is green.
All comes together.
For those of you who have missed that relevance, in the whole of Gallania, and indeed much of Mazrea, green dragonborns are much maligned. All chromatic dragonborns are treated worse than metallic. There's a very strict hierarchy system of sort of nobility to peasantry. But green dragonborns are almost all criminals or slaves.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that she is married,
That is the stereotype.
You can assume that the parents have wouldn't have even considered allowing this. When you then combine that with the wooden rings, you can assess that they have eloped. They have not married officially at all, or if they have, it's at some random peasant's chapel in some random village, and they are trying to get as far away from home as possible. Seeing sort of as she sees you, realize we came from Isha. It's a traditional town. Pity. We heard that Mazrea, and at this point you know she's talking about Mazrea as a region. So the Mazrea region is sort of like this. We've heard that Mazrea was more aggressive. Which is true, you know that the Chancellor is, and even before that, there was a lot of welfare and gentler beliefs. But even here, you would know that Green Dragonborns have very rarely anything but criminals or slaves.
Pietro, what are Genasi? wedding customs.
Suppose it depends on your origin. Fire Genasi generally steep their vows in flames. Water Genasi do so in a body of water. Mixed couples. Oh. That can get a little tricky.
Well,
You
what
need like
about
a
us,
stream in a
Genasi?
cave or a. What about Earth Genasi? Earth Genasi.
Roll around in the mud.
No, underground.
Oh, all right.
Well, we consummate our marriages with great jewelry made of stones pulled from the earth. Our bonds are as strong as the ground we stand on.
Oh wow.
Most of us, anyway.
Where do you come from?
Pietro or sorry, they're just in a Boxxo.
No. she's
I
a bit-
came from
she's
a
a bit
Gallania
intimidated
across
by-
Came from a Gallania across the sea. You know this place?
I've heard of it. We're not getting on a boat. She says quite firmly.
It was a long journey. I will not lie to you. I had my reasons to leave.
The road to Vazra is safe? From here, it's very safe.
Yeah.
There's some swooping to be concerned about, apparently.
Freya's gonna nudge you.
She sort of. Well, yeah. I mean, that's everywhere. Everywhere, especially the big seabirds. I heard a tale of a young boy who was taken out to sea. Apparently, he grew up in a cave to become a strong sorcerer. Built a tower out of coral. Hey.
Oh, we gotta check that out.
You would know this Boxxo. You may well have heard this tale before. It's sort of a well-established sort of. I wouldn't necessarily say fairy tale. Folk tale is a bit
Like a wives' tale, like an old wives'
folk tale. There are definitely stories
Okay.
of somewhere. If I take you to the world map,
I think I can guess where. Because Beldania had a mysterious sorcerer's tower that was that we never went to because it wasn't actually there. It was like right here.
that's Milner Colric. That is where Jamal's character came from.
Really? I swear there was like a sorcerer's tower.
There's
Or maybe
Shaw.
I'm thinking of. Oh no,
You're
I'm
thinking of
thinking
Soulforge, Sorcerer's Isle.
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
okay.
That is where
Just
I'm
wanted to
thinking
go
of.
there for the entire campaign, and we didn't. No, believe it or not, guys, it's in the Sorcerer's Sea.
Oh, that makes sense.
So there's tales of you know that it's somewhere. It's said to be somewhere sort of in this area.
Oh, is it like a Bermuda Triangle kind of situation?
You know that boats go out of their way to go sort of round. So boats here will go sort of like this way. Boats coming from down, there is a couple of cities like down here will often travel like this way to go through the Green Sea. Very few boats go directly into the Sorcerer's Sea. There is said to be a powerful sorcerer on a tower of coral who was taken out to sea by a seabird as a child. Different races will ascribe it to their own race. So there's, the dragons one will say it was a young dragonborn boy, but the humans will say it was a young human boy, and so on and so forth. So you're not really sure what the deal is there. But the tales go that a sorcerer lives in a tower of coral out into the sea.
The next campaign, I'm gonna play that sorcerer.
No, you're not. I tell you that right now. Not unless you want to come in 1 or 2 episodes at the end. But yeah, I mean, Pietro, you have probably heard at least enough at Shah to know there is some truth to these tales. There is definitely a tower in the Sorcerer's
Steeped in
Sea
reality. Yeah.
with some sort of powerful magician there. She sort of looks at you. Right, we're gonna Professor, and then to Nisai. Thank you for stopping and talking to us.
Hold on, before that, cause for celebration. I'd like to give you a gift.
Oh?
Well, congratulations of your marriage.
Not the earring.
No, not the earring.
If it's a ring? No. Go ahead, Jack.
No, it's not the ring. No, something that's quite dear to me, but has served me well, and thus I don't think I need it anymore. And perhaps, even though the roads are safe, it's always good to have something like this. My traditional spear. And I present it.
He gives you a sort of very solemn dragonborn bow. And takes it in his hands. She gasps. Boxxo and Rhea, give me a history check.
Do I remember
Boxxo
why
with
she's
advantage.
gasping? Ooh.
Ooh. 17.
Also 17.
Hey!
Winning.
One of the big rules, even when they are not slaves, is that green dragonborn are forbidden to bear weapons.
Oh. I'll look over to Toothy and kind of whisper, do you realize what you've just done?
He nods and...
No, I said that to Toothy.
Yeah, I know, but he nods and says,
Oh, okay.
We'll use it to defend my wife. The danger can be upon us.
Or your wife, you. Sort of get up and smile.
He nods, doesn't.
How are you on food for the next, however long it takes for you to travel where you're going?
I can cover food. He smiles really happily, and then she will offer you a single berry. Oh, she stole your trick. Sorry.
She's a druid.
Sorry. No, she's not a druid, but... Oh, well, I suppose. Yeah, you can assume she's a druid.
She's a Hearthstone.
She's a Hearthstone!
Yeah.
Pietro will sort of say, well, we can't let you go empty-handed. I'll reach into my pocket and present the ring that we just received for the boys.
Have an extra ring.
I'll place it in her hand and say, may not suit your fashion, but perhaps it can help pave the way.
That's appreciative. How does
Retrieved by a
Vel'zekiss...
young adventurer from a great flying beast, just so you know. From the lair of it.
How does Vel'zekiss look and react as the party give treasure away to these random beings on the path?
I mean, I don't think he cares that much. He's not hyper treasure focused. Like, nothing they're giving away is
nothing
powerful.
Yeah.
But he's also not like that interested. I mean, he's just reminiscing in his own mind about annoying bachelorette parties that shows he's giving you a life. Right? Everyone's going through wedding customs, and he's just thinking how annoying they are. But yeah.
Okay.
Not much.
I was just curious as to whether it's something. Boxxo as well. Is this something that bothers you, being that the party is losing monetary wealth to random travelers?
I don't think so. I mean, I think Boxxo is pretty jewel orientated in terms of treasure. So, you know, a ring that has glass on it means very little to him.
Okay. Cool.
But I will say, this might fill you more than a berry, and I will give them 3 of my cooked bear rations.
That is quite a while ago. They are.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh my god!
They were dried out, so it is smoked. And he sort of nods at you. Thank you.
practically jerky at this point.
Pemmican.
Cool. As you guys head a little further along down the road, it approaches lunchtime, sort of half 12, 1 o'clock, and you see a single bench by the sea. Can't move you to that page. You'll get there soon. You see a single bench by the sea.
I'll get sit down on it.
Okay. As you get to it, you do see that it has a commemorative plaque on it.
Oh, what does the plaque say?
Bernie and Lisa. Ever did they
This-
love the ocean?
Never did they love the ocean.
Ever.
Wow, the bench is there by spite. They're like,
Feeling
fuck
away.
Bernie and Lisa.
Mean.
Here's
So-
all you get: a bench.
Yeah, by the one place you hated.
The Bernie and
I am
Lisa,
on a roll today. All right,
ever
sorry.
did they love the ocean? And Boxxo, did you say you sit down?
Yeah, I'll sit down.
You're sure as you sit down, you hear a quick shuffling on the bench.
I mean, I know that no one else was here, but I'll look around. I'll look down on the bench in case there's
Beetle made that
know.
noise.
yeah, in case there's some tiny creature that has just had to move over.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I don't see anything at
Maybe
all.
it was the ghost of Bernie and Lisa. I'll scooch over so I'm as far left as possible.
Anybody else sitting down for lunch?
Yeah, I'll read the plaque there and go. Well, it didn't really find them, did it?
What?
The bench. It's a present. But
Well,
like they're not here.
Well, I think it's to honor their memory. I don't think it was a present.
Oh, like they're no longer here.
Yeah, I think they're dead.
Ah. That's kind of weird.
You don't do anything to commemorate your dead, whether putting like a stone on the ground.
We believe they
Anything.
become a part of the earth. Like they go to the mountain or the big rock, or they go to like they become a tree. Or they, return to the earth type thing.
Well, maybe it's in a way if you got a little sapling in a pot, not necessarily because it's them, but just to remember them by.
No. Like they actually become the tree.
Oh, just any tree.
I look down at the wooden bench.
Lisa became a tree, and they're no bench. Is anybody else sitting down?
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Okay, as you sit down, you hear a bit of scuffling. All right. As if somebody's just shuffled down for you, but if you look, you don't see anything.
I'm gonna
many
scooch
can-
closer to the noise.
You hear the shuffling again.
I'm gonna keep going.
Not
As you
running
do,
away
you
from
just
me,
hear
ghost.
a
Or
long
the invisible.
sigh.
If I try and reach my hand out, do I touch anything?
You literally had. Do you mind? Goodness sake.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, why can't we see you?
No. There's something wrong with your eyes.
There's something wrong with your face. No, I'm kidding.
Are you Bernie?
That is I. I bench your saddle.
Did you die?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
done now.
sorry.
But we remained. watch over our children
Why?
and our children's children. They come and visit us here. As do other travelers, though usually they're a little less
Rhea's gonna scooch
taking.
back. Scooch back to
Rico,
where she was.
Rico, the ghosts of Bernie and Lisa are sat on the bench, and Rhea purposely shuffled all the way along to shove them off the edge, at which point Bernie spoke to them. Lisa has not spoken.
But does this mean that you can't move on?
I think our time is coming soon. Our grandson was married.
I'm sure there's time.
He's happy as he is. We are happy for him.
Then all seems well. May we sit on your bench?
Team But it's said with a gentle tone. Enjoy the view. Beautiful place.
A good resting spot.
Perhaps we should take a short walk.
But before you go, do you know anything about the cove down the path?
Many coves. Which is lots we use to smugglers. We can't visit them now. Much has changed, I'm sure.
Are you bound here?
Close. They don't want to talk too much about it, but you'd get the impression that they can go a little way from this bench, but not too far.
Do you like your bench?
Very much. Lisa's sister built it for us.
How did you achieve this impressive feat of lingering?
It comes from desire more than anything else. We were young. Our children were young. We just see them grow.
Are they waiting for like their grandson to pass,
Yeah,
or like their
'Cause he's
grand?
gonna
Yeah.
have he's gonna have no children, so that'll be the end of their line. But they want to see his life in full before they go.
Did you die here? Is that why you're bound?
No. We were. Way away. Would not want to be bound to the place where we died. At the place where we lived. Rhea, you would know that ghosts that aren't very powerful, aren't, roam freely, are often bound to the place where their body or their ashes are buried. So
I see.
the body's probably buried beneath the earth, somewhere near here.
Okay.
Aimed by bandits. Traveling.
Any crumbs that fall off of Rhea's like food that she's eating, she's just gonna gingerly pick them up and make sure nothing falls on the ground.
Well, before you crumb, you must lunch.
Oh, yes.
You had bread, cheese, fruits, and a joint. Can I assume that you just have all got ham, bread, and cheese and some fruit? Like you're just doing basic food.
Yeah, just like
Who's prepared
pulling off
this?
pieces of
Do we
bread.
have a resident cook?
Oh,
Is that Toothy?
Not I.
No, it's not. It's,
No.
Maligus Raya.
that's me.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Um,
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
You want me to slice up a charcuterie board real quick?
Yeah.
I don't know. Give me a cooking test.
Oh God.
I don't like it when the bread's fluffy.
11.
Jerky stew.
Yeah. Really enjoyable meal. Lovely, tasty, but no mechanical benefits.
Nah.
We're on the
Well, my flat bread.
Nice.
I'm grabbing a coffee real
We
quick.
are going to take a short break in literally
Oh.
2 minutes.
Never
so
mind.
Just bear with me 2 seconds. As you lunch here and watch out over the ocean, and just enjoy a bit of a moment of peace. After a few sort of 10-15 minutes, you do hear the couple come back quietly. And you just hear very quietly Bernie say, I do miss eating. More than almost anything else. Looks like an enjoyable lunch.
Don't get
It's
to
decent.
eat.
Rico, what did you say?
I was just saying, it's a decent.
And Jack, you said...
Well, then 11, and 11 is only decent.
It's
alright.
It's just not magically enhancing.
Yeah.
Jack, you said?
You don't get to eat.
No, it's not.
Oh god.
Well, maybe you will wherever you end up.
Perhaps.
Can you smell things?
No,
Ah.
Can't smell.
that would be painful. The smell the food.
Yeah, to
not
smell
taste
good
it.
food.
I'm
and
not
not
even-
eat
that
it, yeah.
one sucked.
Uh,
Didn't
the
think that
sounds
far
we
ahead.
can see and we can hear, and
Could you butcher the ghost of a pig or something?
sort of says, I don't think pigs have ghosts. Have a good
A
chat.
shame.
And with that, he says a quiet blessing. This blessing is going to take a fairly unique form, in that just once, in the rest of the campaign, not in the rest of this session or before a long rest or anything, you may choose to succeed at a saving throw.
Oh, what?
Ah,
Wow.
I wonder if that will come in handy.
You must use this blessing before you have rolled.
Oh, okay, so
it
something we
cannot be a
know we
death
might
save.
be bad
It
at.
cannot be a death save. So it
And
has to be
be
a
a death
save.
save.
No, it has to be a regular
And I'll
save.
be a
Okay.
death save,
Ah.
and we can't roll and be like, oh, I want to replace my
Ah.
Exactly.
I'm
You
gonna
have to
forget
decide
about
to
it.
use it.
Okay,
Um,
that's fun.
I thought I would at this point say to you just before we short break. Would you like to have some sort of physical denotation of this? I can put a item in your inventory on D&D Beyond, or could do a card, but I think that would be messy when you start getting multiple inspiration types, and that's going to be like, especially if you've got exhaustion as well. Or are you
I
guys
don't
happy
think
to just
so.
go?
I mean, if we have to use it
I tell you
before
what,
the next
you've
long
got
rest.
the inspiration box on
Oh,
D&D
yeah,
Beyond.
yeah.
that we
Oh,
don't
okay,
use.
yeah. We can
So if you
use
want to
that.
that.
all click that, and then when you say to me, I'll use my DM inspiration, I'll be like, actually, it is the blessing of the ghosts.
Ah, there we
Let's
go.
think of the
And because you took the time to listen to their story and talk with them, you may take 15 experience points.
Ooh.
And we will take a short break.
Nice.
Huzzah.
Really well, I promise. Well, hello and welcome back to the second half of Elsewhither, Tales of the Unchained. As you guys are headed along the cliffside, I'm going to speed things up a little bit and tell you that you get to the place that you think might be it. And as you look down, sorry, I put you on the wrong things. As you look down, you see that the tide is somewhat out. And you can see... Oh, I put us on the wrong thing. Hold on. Whoop. Here we go. You can see different bits of the... Have I got a text selection? Get out of here. Thank you. You can see different bits of the coastline sort of have land, and different bits are covered in sea. It's a fairly steep journey down to get down to the beachy side of things from where you are. You've walked a good couple of hours from that bench. There was nothing to roleplay. It was nice. A good walk.
It was nice.
Yes. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Well, let's do 2:30 p.m. That's a bit clearer. This particular thing. Who was our nature bitch? Was that Vel'zekiss? Do we also have a survival bitch? Has anybody got survival?
I've got survival, but it's not a positive.
I've got
it's
survival.
0.
Yeah, but you're proficient.
I'm
I am.
proficient.
Okay.
All right, Josh.
So both Pietro. No rubbish. Toothy and Boxxo give me a survival check, and Vel'zekiss give me a nature check, please.
That is a 19.
7.
Okay. And Vel'zekiss?
I mean, it's not going to make much difference, but I've got a lot of T4 inspirations stacking up, so I'm going to use one of those as well.
Love that. Yell her out. I'm looking forward to getting to the point in the campaigns where we're on 6s and 8s and we're not saying the same quotes week in, week out. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories, and a nature score of... Nice.
Show to
Nice. Vel'zekiss, you know a lot about the coastal patterns where you first grew up and on the west side, but this is a different sea and you're not entirely sure. You know the tide is going out, but you don't know how much further it will go out.
Sure.
Toothy, your survival was a 7, is that right? Or an 8?
Yeah, 7.
Okay, with a 7, you would know that to get down to the rocks, you're not sure if there's a safer path elsewhere, but certainly here you can see the cliffs are wet and it's going to be a difficult climb. Boxxo, your survival check was?
A 19.
Yeah, you would know that it is likely that some of these caves, and you can see some inlets and caves, may well still have water in them, even though the water isn't reaching up to the entrance. So some of them may still be flooded and will be flooded all the time. You also can see that in some of these rocky formations further out, there do appear to be like the starts of entrances to coves and caves, but they are not accessible at this current time. You'll have to wait for the tide to go a little further out. That's the information you have. What are you doing about getting down there? It's about a 60-foot climb down. Are you wanting to go down here knowing that the cove's in and about here, or are you going to wait till the tide goes further out? All that sort of stuff. Do some thinking, do some talking aloud. Over to you.
Anybody got any rope?
Great question.
No, I've got a blanket. I could parasail down.
I'd like to see that.
I'm gonna get us down there, but getting back up.
I don't
Yeah,
have
you
to
are.
rope.
I could carry Vel'zekiss.
Well, I can send any one of you down, but not myself and not all of us, so I won't be able to do any damn good when I get down there.
How far is the
What
drop?
about
60 feet. I said that very definitively whilst muted. Just a heads up, Joe, in terms of teleporting down at any point, I never mind you throwing yourself flying off the edge and then teleporting when you're close to the ground. That is
Okay.
absolutely permitted at any
Well, I
point.
mean,
Just in general, like in any campaign
Sure.
ever, I will always allow that. What I won't allow is throwing yourself 600 feet off a cliff and then misty stepping to survive, because by that time your velocity would be so fast that you would teleport and still hit the ground at 1 billion miles an hour. But with a drop like this, you could drop 30 feet and then teleport to the ground quite easily.
well, I mean, myself is only 15 feet, so I'd have to be dropping pretty far before I...
Sure, or a misty step
Triggered it,
is what
but-
I was thinking of specifically.
Right, which I don't have.
I could feather fall all of us.
I might take it when we level up. I haven't decided.
Pietro's recommendation, basically. Just
Okay.
hop
Right.
Yeah, let's all just jump.
And I do have rope.
It's also climbable, guys. Like, you can climb down.
Don't have a climbing speed.
You don't have to
though.
have a climbing speed.
I might
Just
slip.
yeah, that's possible, but obviously Pietro does have Featherfall. I hadn't
True.
intended to force you to expend a spell slot. You can if you wish, but certainly Toothy and Boxxo and Vel'zekiss, the three of you, I don't think would be particularly intimidated by a climb. You're quite, you'll have claws, right? That's what I'm getting. So it would not be that difficult to climb for any of you. Toothy, you've got a climbing speed, so you could just climb down.
Yeah.
A well-armored Satyr with goat hooves might have a bit more of a problem. As would a fairly heavy Earth Genasi holding spellbook. Well, I suppose you don't have to hold it out like this. But
Well,
you know,
it's a climb, not a difficult terrain.
no, it's a climb.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus, hashtag.
Well, we can always just try climbing, and then if
It's-
worst happens, cast Featherfall.
I hate that I
Great
got
song.
that.
Great song, man.
It's
I don't
a
care what
great
anyone
song,
says.
love it. It is.
It's a great song.
Wait, is there assumed to be? Is this like a cove with like probably bandits in it or something, or is it just?
Fucking Scooby.
Okay.
No.
Got treasure in it, you know that.
Protected by ancient
These zombies
that
in it.
come alive and
Exactly.
feed us fruit and then kill us. You know, who
If there
knows?
are bandits, they haven't been there all the time. You know that this cave was first talked about 60 or 70 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So, they might have moved in, but they haven't just been. Unless we're in third generation bandit.
And the tide comes in and out too, so.
True.
Well, it's going out, so now
you know
it's
that
time.
it blocks the
We don't have
entrance,
time to
not
do that.
necessarily that it would swamp the cave. But let's get down to the beach. Let's go get away.
Okay, let's. Well, why don't we all just like try climbing then, and then if worse comes to worse, if someone slips.
Well, hold on. So then we have to consider that if someone slips and falls, and I feather fall just them,
Right,
we still
everybody
have to
should come.
continue climbing. If someone's gonna fall, then
Yeah,
we all
jump.
need to jump off at the same time. Basically.
yeah.
That's how it would have to go down.
Alternatively,
One of us
you could have somebody with the rope at the top for the weakest climbers, and then the stronger climbers could climb down.
True.
That's what I was gonna suggest.
Just
Yeah.
put like Toothy up there and sort of like.
That's what I
I
was
think
gonna
the only
suggest,
person you're
exactly.
really worried about climbing down is Rheawynne, right?
Yeah.
I'm worried about me.
You have claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a -3 athletics and so forth. You know what I
It's going to
mean?
be an athletics check.
I
Do
don't
we
know
have
what it'll
rope?
be, but
Do we have
Yes,
rope?
Vel'zekiss has rope.
Okay. How
Yeah.
long is your rope?
just 50.
It's D&D.
50.
Every rope in history is 50 feet, Rico.
We
Every
can
rope
jump
in D&D
I've also
is
got 10 feet
exactly
of chain.
Like you don't have that special 60-foot rope that you know.
Be the craziest
A
cool
bow from
item
10
ever.
foot would not hurt anyone, especially somebody with...
Yeah, exactly. You can just make the 10-foot drop.
Plus 10 rope.
Alright, Rheawynne, you climbing.
Sure.
Rope.
Okay, well, hold on.
waist.
So before we do this, so the plan is just to get it straight. Toothy is going to hold a rope
Yep.
at the top of the cliff, and we are
Yep.
going to descend. Okay.
Yep.
So before we start this, Pietro will sort of uplift the ground, sort of close to where Toothy will be sitting, and sort of create like a mound for him to like wrap his like legs around. You know what I mean? Get like a nice like hold on there to like perhaps give him some sort of advantage.
Okay.
To hold on to the rope.
Yep.
And
I can't visualize it, but yes.
It's just like a
little
little
mound
hole
of-
in the ground, right? So that you can...
a little
just-
mound of dirt, so you sit down and put it between your legs, and you have like the rope wrapped around your body, and you're just
Oh, is that
solid
how
rock
I do
up
it?
there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
As opposed to just molding the
You're
earth
just-
around the rope.
you're just gonna
so it's
stand over the edge.
permanently in stone.
Oh, could I do that?
Sure, but then you would have to mold earth again to get it out, which means you won't
Yeah,
be able to
fair.
climb down with the rope. So, yep, this works well.
Fair.
Rheawynne, you may choose acrobatics or athletics, and if you wish to guidance yourself on the way down and you have it, you may.
You said acrobatics
Or athletics.
or athletics. Okay, I'll do athletics.
Okay.
Um,
I
you
will
said-
tell you guys there is a different DC for different people. So obviously you're wearing armor as well.
I don't think I have guidance.
You're not? Why not?
I don't
Yikes.
know. Well, that'll be a later me problem. I'll do
I
that
believe you're going to
later.
catch up at level 4.
Ooh.
What kind of
Okay.
stuff do you have?
I have control flames, create bonfires, spare the dying. Celestial burst and diagnose.
Ah, you took Spare the Dying. Mm,
Yes, I did. Because
Yes.
I thought it was going to be more
it's
helpful than.
fucking useless.
I know.
Honestly, if you want to delete that right now for guidance, be my guess.
Okay.
You have never
Okay.
cast Spare the Dying once. Guidance is
have
the single
not.
it's the single most exciting cantrip in the game because you just get to shout it loudly at random moments where people are trying to achieve things. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person who finds that exciting. But sorry about the phone.
Oh, you're good. Okay, I'm spare the dying, delete, and then I'm going to put known spells.
If there's two options, take Guidance, Legacy.
Legacy. Okay.
Are
Got
we taking
it.
legacy spells?
For the most part, if they
Preference?
match, you can take whatever you like. If there's something cool in the new version, you just have to run it by me because I have not read
Yeah,
every
yeah, yeah.
spell because I'm not
course.
that cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Athletics. God, oh no.
Okay,
And then
ready?
I'm gonna roll a d4.
Earth and grass.
Ooh.
This is gonna be so bad. This is so bad.
Oh no.
So that's a 7.
Sticking with that 7.
Do you have an inspiration?
Yeah,
I
roll a
think so.
card.
Yeah, roll a
Can
card
you-
at least.
can you
have
chuck
to see
a
if we
card
can
out
get
as
up
well?
at like over a 10 at the very least.
Hold on. I don't know which is
I think it's a
which.
D4 you have.
D4. Okay.
I think you only have
Yeah.
I think I only have
Right
it
on the
enough
phone
here.
again.
Add a D4. Okay. So I'm gonna do
Do
another
not
D4.
fear failure, but rather fear not trying. How apt.
Oh, so nice. So nice. Please tell me something good.
I might consider fearing not succeeding.
God damn it! It's an
It's the same thing as failing.
so that's an 8.
Cool.
Yeah.
You get about 10 foot, 15 foot down, and then your goat hooves just slip off the slippery rock that is wet from the tide. Toothy, with advantage, please, an athletics check.
That's a 21.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Rhea, you let go of you genuinely let go of the rock face in panic, and this rope that is sort of tied around your waist, and then more of it is like sort of you just sort of bump against the rocks once, twice, and then fall, and then you're just about 10 foot from the ground, 7 or 8 feet from the ground. You can untie yourself and fall gracefully to the ground. You take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm alive!
Yay!
You just hear that sort of echo up the cliff to the rest of it. After such a stellar performance, who wants to climb down next?
I'll go next.
Boxxo, you are able to, unlike the rest, you won't be able to tie unlike Rhea, sorry, you won't be able to tie the rope to you, but instead you can, like, wrap your
Good.
arm around it so that you can grab it if you fall.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, give me an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
Yeah, I'll go acrobatics, and I'm just gonna abseil down. So I'm just gonna be like kicking
So
bouncing
you're going to
myself
slide down the
away
rope.
from. No, well, yeah, kind of. So like,
You are either using the rope or you're kicking away from the rock and falling.
no,
on your
I'm like, I'm holding the rope, but like, you know, like when you abseil, like you kick yourself away from the rock
Yeah.
face, and like,
Okay.
yeah, that's what
And
I'm
then you're
doing.
letting go of the rope and then re-grabbing and letting go of re-grabbing it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be going anywhere, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Okay. So you have claws, correct?
I do.
And then scaly hands.
Yes.
So you're not going to burn your skin on the rope trying to re-grab,
Nope.
which is good. And you don't have 2 rough hands, so you're not going to go through the rope. Go ahead and give me your acrobatics or athletics checks, your choice.
That is a 22.
Boxxo very neatly sort of glides him down.
And then as I get to the 10-foot mark, I'll let go and do a backflip. And
an
land on
acrobatics check.
the beach. And 22 again.
Nice. You land right next to rather distressed-looking sailor.
Yeah, the perfect gymnastics
For what it's
finishing.
worth, Rhea didn't see any of your climb. Was instead sort of tending to a bump here and a scrape there, or a graze there. Cool. You've gone down. Can I?
I'll shout up. I'm fine.
Go off.
Pietro and Vel'zekiss. Who's going next?
I'll look over at Vel'zekiss. The nod.
And if he can do it, I'm sure I'll be fine.
Sure, your dex scores and acrobatics checks are exactly the same. Are you acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you've got like 4 strength, haven't you? As you've got the rope under your arm.
That's quite bad.
Coming down with your claws in the rock. It's a lower DC than perhaps for some other people, but that is quite
I'll use my
bad.
thing. At most, it can get up to 9, but I'll use it. What the hell?
You believe very
Just
strongly
like-
in something. How strongly do you believe in this? In Vel'zekiss' climbing
Not
ability?
well at all.
Not very strongly.
Oh, that is not good.
So you get a 6, and unlike Rhea, who was tied to the rope, this is a little more difficult because you've got to sort of grab onto the rope and grab onto the rock face to try and halt your fall. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Trying to decide if I even want to bother.
Oh, can you like
Teleport.
chaos magic.
Been given permission
Teleport.
to teleport
just
without
succeed,
too much
yes.
momentum, but well, yes, there's that too.
Take the ghost
I
blessing.
did consider using that
Happened in
immediately
the same session.
because I kind of want to, just because Vel'zekiss doesn't put much stock by some random bench ghost's blessings. It's like,
You
ah,
don't-
fuck,
yeah, but
whatever.
just for relevance, the characters don't necessarily know about it. When you choose to
Sure.
use it,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
will
yeah.
tell you how that manifests.
Anyway, deck save coming at you. Also lowish, 9.
9's a success.
What you?
So you're able to grab onto the rope again, and just sort of you slide down in a fair way with a 9, and grab onto it, and then you can scale down the rest of the way. You're okay. You don't take any damage. You just look a bit silly. Pietro.
Toothy.
This is the bit where he just jumps and falls himself.
I was gonna say, you'll be okay to come down yourself.
Yeah.
All right. And I will try.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics, if anything. Proficient or anything. But...
Yeah.
17.
Ooh.
Yeah. The way I picture this, it's a little bit of a slippery rock, but it's rock, right? And I see almost like a mini molder on the way down, like sort of
Yeah.
kind of sinking into the rock a little bit as you go down. So he comes down very slowly, way slower than anybody else, but very safely. Toothy, you can untie the rock and climb down. Fine.
All right.
Don't need to give me a check. You have a climbing speed. You're a cat. It's all quite simple. Yeah, Toothy comes down with the rope, and you find yourselves at the bottom of the. Okay, if you'd like to pass, wow. If you'd like to place your tokens, please, up on the beach. Beach. And that is up here. Anywhere on that line is fine, doesn't really matter. The purple line.
The tippy top.
Good, Jay. Got a character. Got a token. Beautiful. There we go. Yeah. Okay. As you all get down to the beach, you ask the question, what the hell happened to the ambience here? So it was meant to be playing some nice waves, and then it just didn't.
It's
Well,
quiet. Too
Too
quiet.
Too quiet. What's going on here?
The whole ocean is an illusion.
Look now.
Mm.
Windy Coast Sea Waves Crashing. Excellently named track, if I say so myself. Right, I'm just going to move you guys all a little bit further down, just to the sake. Being able to point to stuff. You can all see on this map, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so it is daytime. I'm getting that. Yes, it is. Okay, fantastic. As you are looking out over the waves, trying to pick out a journey, you see the most hideous thing rising out of the waves to reach you. And I will, just for your sake, make these very large, just so you can see them.
What? Oh, they look friendly.
You're wrong. That's where I'm at on that one. Yes, these nasty-looking sort of half fish, half normal, sort of humanoid fishes, if you like, with their sort of ridgeback necks rising. Just here, it's delivering itself. Fleeting, beautiful.
Why is the one on the left?
Fleshy.
Oh my God, I thought they were giant for a second. I was like, are we dealing with some Lovecraftian horrors here? Like, holy hell.
And they will both leap out the water, claws raised at you. I will ask you please to roll initiative.
I enjoy how the one token, he looks like he's doing like Victoria's Secret model pose with like his shoulders.
Oh, this, yeah. He's got well-muscled arms. I've got no initiative. Oh, there we go.
Oh, hold on. Oh my God, I am rolling like crap today. 8.
Let's go,
That's a
Toothy.
natural 20, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So I've got a 23, a 5, a 9, and an 8. Of the four of you, is anybody swapping, or are you all happy?
Cool. Cool going last.
Okay.
Don't let me die, guys, please.
Okay. Toothy, as you see these creatures leap out. Sorry, I said they leaped out onto the beach, and then they did not leap out onto the beach. Coming towards you, they've got their claws raised, and they just. They did use real words earlier, but they're not using real words anymore. They are just trying to kill you.
Can I interrupt and say, why do I have a 30?
Because when you get a nat 20, I need to push you to the top of the initiative.
Oh, you just need to put me. Okay, sorry. I was
on any of your actions.
really confused.
You get advantage on any attack rolls that you make during.
Alright, cool. Yep. Alright, I'm just gonna run up and say, you don't look too friendly. And I'm just gonna run up and slash it.
In much contradiction, yes. Where is the... Anybody know where the pipes are? Could be pipes. Comes in battle. Let's try again. Piping? I think it might be there.
It's drumming.
Oh, yeah.
Toothy, you run over and you're doing what with the hook?
I'm slashing it with my fancy new, semi-new bloodshed scimitar.
Yep.
Got a 13 to hit.
A 13 will hit.
Hey, beautiful.
Did you roll with advantage?
And I forgot.
Yeah. Okay, do a little crit fish before you move on.
Yep.
Crit fish!
No.
Crit
fish.
Yes, you did not crit the fish.
I did not crit the fish. That's 11 slashing.
Okay. You notice Screech takes a large welt and it looks really angry at you. Anything else from you, Poopy?
I'm gonna move down one and hopefully that baits the other one into attacking me. But that'll be the end of my turn.
Boxxo!
Yeah, I will run up to this guy, the non-model, and stab it in the back.
Yeah. Go ahead. +2 because you're flanking.
Yep. That is a 15.
15 will hit.
Nice. That is 11 psychic damage.
Again, you see this creature looking incredibly angry, huge welt appears down its shoulder. Anything else from you, Boxxo?
Yeah, and then I will just bonus action disengage and somersault over here.
Okay. This creature is going to take a large slash at you, Toothy.
Yep.
7 to hit. It comes very slowly at you. Oh, sorry, no, I have advantage. You did more than 10 damage.
Cool.
16 to hit you.
16 does hit.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, it sort of comes at you instead of... The second swipe just comes right down across your chest. And that will be 16 slashing damage.
God damn.
The other creature is going to pounce on forward at your back. And it will get a +2 to hit you from flanking, giving it a 25 to hit you.
Alright.
Oh, that looks like max damage. 19.
Ooh. I'm instantly down.
Oh, Jesus, those were some rolls.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't say that.
I mean, he's down now.
I know.
Down, but...
Vel'zekiss, seeing these creatures just absolutely rip into Toothy with their sharpened claws.
It really wasn't going to go big, but now it seems like I have to.
For what it's worth, this creature is quite hurt. It's not quite wounded, but it is quite hurt. I did roll spectacularly.
Is Toothy down for him?
Yes. I just did 20 something, 30
oh
something
my
damage.
God.
35 damage with 2 hits.
Yeah.
2 8s and a 7, 4d8. Basically.
They don't do insane. They have potential to do a lot of damage, but the average isn't insane.
And they could miss.
Yeah, they could just outright miss. It was just really lucky.
I'm just gonna cantrip him for now. But the one that's hurt, I shall just not attack, and my arm disappears and reappears at his throat. I will advantage it with my Tides of Chaos. So 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
And A mere 4
Okay. Excellent.
necrotic damage.
Rheawynne. Anything else from you? Anything from you? Anything
Yo!
else from you, Vel'zekiss, is what I was trying to say, sorry.
No, I believe I'm good.
Okay. Rheawynne,
Alright.
it's your turn.
Far away am I from? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm going to cast Healing Word at the 2nd level on Toothy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So that'll be 14 hit points back for you. And then I'm going to cast Cantrip. Hold on. At the one that looks the most damage, I'm going to Whisper a Prayer and then shoot out a Celestial Burst at him.
Beautiful. All ahead.
So, that's 22.
22 hits.
Cool. And then that's gonna be 4 damage.
Nice. Creature's wounded.
Yay! And I think she's gonna move further into the fray. So, if I can do that.
Yeah, of course you can. Move into Toothy's armor.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna move right over here. I want to say. I think I can move that far.
Action,
Yeah.
bonus action, movement speed. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Pietro, if Toothy will allow it, will pull back Toothy just a square
Yeah, you want. Yeah, if you want. Whereabouts?
right there. Oops, I didn't mean to burst that.
And I like that is how Pietro gestures in real life, in game.
Yeah.
He just goes right over there. Burst of magic.
And I'm gonna look for something on the beach to whip at these guys as I cast Catapult.
Yeah,
Probably
there's loads of rocks.
From this direction here, yeah.
Rocks and debris.
So it'll be going that way. Sorry. Draw something. We'll do one of these. We'll do one of these just that way. DC 14 Dex save. Ooh.
Last creature.
Well, then it's gonna take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it is severely wounded.
And
You've already done that.
I've already bonus action. Yeah, I'll move over one spot here. Get within Toothy's glorious light.
Yeah. All right. I was hoping that one would have died, but I guess not, and I guess it needs to be finished off. So, I'm just going to attack it with my scimitar.
Yep.
Is it 15 to hit?
Yeah, 15 hits.
It is 10 slashing damage.
Ooh, the creature is very hurt, but not dead.
Oh my goodness.
Ah,
Alright, fuck.
party.
That's alright, Boxxo's up. Because that'll be the end of my turn.
Boxxo does a huge amount of damage. This creature is quite hurt, but if you want to finish it off, you may.
Yeah, I'll run up and jump off this little ledge and stick my
Plus 2
dagger
from
in.
flanking.
Stabby stabs.
Sweet.
Nat 20 for a 26.
That is going to be some overkill.
Damn.
Go ahead and give me your damage.
So that is... That is 20 psychic damage.
That's plus the max on the sneak attack. And
Oh, that's 32
Oh my god.
with max sneak.
that is a 27 damage overkill.
His head just explodes.
Yep. Anything else from your Boxxo?
And then I will just somersault back over here.
Okay, that brings us to the unhit so far. The one who's going to swipe the Rheawynne. That's a 19 to hit you, Rhea.
Yeah. That'll do.
Going so well. Although not on the... See, that's what could have happened
There
on the
you
hit.
go.
Yeah.
You will take 6 slashing damage. Vel'zekiss, you're up.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do more of the same. I don't have an advantage to use, so regular roll. And that's a natural 1.
Oh no.
Yeah, you go to touch this creature with the with the hand, and it just sort of like does this weird round the side, and you kind of almost the hands like slips off.
Yeah.
Rheawynne.
Yeah. All right. How close am I to this guy? Oh, I'm right next to him.
You are in
Okay.
its face. It's in yours.
Cool.
Slash it.
I'm going to reach out with my own claws, which my claws are just my very groomed nails, and I'm going to inflict wounds.
Oh.
So let me see,
hit.
please.
Oh.
16.
16 hits.
Yay!
This is the absolutely everything or
wow.
absolutely nothing damage. Oh,
19
beautiful.
damage.
As you sort of reach your hand in, you just see like a rupture appear on its chest. It's like its skin peels back, and a raw wound appears. It really didn't like that. That is necrotic damage, right?
Yes.
Takes it in full. Cool. Any bonus action from your
No, I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah, we're good.
Sure.
Let's telekinetic slam him. The DC 14 strength save.
17 in front.
Ah, you bastard. And then as a bonus action, I will try to push him off. Rheawynne. Maybe just back a spot.
9.
So another strength. Yeah, he's gonna go get shoved back. Maybe, yeah, sure. Actually, maybe there.
Okay. Anything else, Pietro?
No.
Boxxo is going to be very helpful that Toothy moves forward as well. Toothy, you're up.
Alright, we need to kill this thing. I run up.
Yep.
I slash with my scimitar. 20 to hit.
Nice, that'll hit.
I'm gonna smite as well. So regular
Oh, yeah.
damage.
Is this the first time you've divine smited in this campaign?
Maybe.
First
You've
time. No, it's not.
smited so many times.
No, it's not. I did it in the cave one time.
Right.
Remember in the
yeah,
mine?
Yeah, I remember in the mines against those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine slashing and
Let me scroll down. Where is it? There it is. That's good. That's 13.
how's this look?
Radiant. I think I get. Sorry, that was also 19 to hit because of the thing. I
Yeah.
know that still hits. I just wanted to say. I think it's like I get up and. I think my banner, my banneret, my battle standard sort of glows, and the energy shoots down from it and into my hand and into my sword. And as I strike it, it leaves like this sort of like shimmering light into like the wound, and the wound is like, like almost cauterized from like the
Like where it
radiant
ruptured
heat.
out from Reyes, suddenly you
Yeah.
just see it like vroom, back over. Lovely.
Yeah, and I think I'm even surprised at what happened because like I'm still used to all this power that I've got.
Yeah. Don't hit. Boxxo.
Yeah, I'll run up and stabby stab.
Yep, that's 2, flanking.
That is 23 to hit.
All that hits.
Uh, 16 psychic damage. I
Which is-
need 17.
Which is brought to its knees with damage. And then has it taken more than 10 damage?
I
it's
will-
going to it. Oh god.
Bonus action, kick it for that last 1 health. If that's what that face was for.
You don't have a bonus action attack. Do you?
Oh my god, I do! Bonus action, attack it with my other dagger.
Do you? Is that not a ranged thing?
No. That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, what is it? Is it just when you attack with your Psychic Blade, you can make another attack? A bonus action? Okay, cool.
After you attack with a blade, you can make a melee or ranged weapon attack with a second Psychic Blade as a bonus action on the same turn. Provide your other
You
hand
still get a
free.
modifier, don't you? It's just a d4.
Yep.
What did you get to hit?
Yeah.
A 15.
Please describe his grisly demise.
So I run up and I slide under its legs, and then as I jump up, I stab my dagger into its the underneath his chin with one, and then with my bonus action dagger slam it on top of his head so the dagger's me in the middle of his face.
Nice. That's good, because it would have got a 22 to hit and done 17 slashing damage and you couldn't finish it. Instead, you get these creatures down. I will take it's kind of a wilderness check. Survival check from Boxxo and Toothy, please. It was you two that were proficient, right?
Yep. A 17.
3.
Yeah, Boxxo, you've heard of these creatures. They're called Deep One. They don't normally come to the shore to attack people. They normally attack sort of people on like rowing boats and things like that, a little further out into the water. But you can surmise that because there is a big gap between where the tide is in and out, it's here they spend a little time close to the shore where the water varies more vastly. You may each take 180 experience points.
180.
Nice. You now remember that they're quite scared of fire.
So close.
They're quite scared of fire. You would know to light a torch or a flame to try and keep any further deeper from coming up.
Yeah, I will tell the party these are deep ones. They usually attack rowboats, but I surmise that because the sea is out, that they are attacking on the shore. We should produce fire to scare them away.
Excellent. That is pretty much what I said.
In this lull, could I cast Goodberry? So that way I have...
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
So you can consume these for, is it 3 hit points per Goodberry?
Yes.
So it's the amount you want to get yourself up to the hit points you want, to give the ones to Toothy you want, and you know where you're at.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I think I'll split it. I'll give 5 of them to Toothy.
Okay. That is a full health heal.
Yeah.
Toothy, up to 28 again.
Ooh.
And what, you're
Yeah.
taking 3 yourself? Up to full? You can keep 3 on hand and take a couple.
Hold on. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna eat 2 to put me at 22. And then that will leave me with 3 left.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Handful of really nice berries and Toothy's food. Okay, you're down on the beach. Which way are you going?
Great question.
Is it
That way.
This way? Is it this way? Oh, there was a that away, but I saw a flash of... Okay, yeah, love that. So head down the beach that way. Okay.
What if we go that way?
To the
you come to
abyss.
a little area where you need to go up and then back down to the edge. I don't want to move the page. I want to move the people. You want to put yourselves just here, please.
Saying again, James, sorry.
I've got a circle of purple on the map. Should be able to see. And there's pings going out as well.
Circle of purple.
I see it. Zoom out.
Oh, I should do this ping, shouldn't I? There you go. That helps. Cool. As you move further along this... Where's my sound gone? As you move further along this coast, you can... Please stay still for a second, please, guys, because you may well release some vision that you currently don't have, because I've made sure you haven't. Where's my windy coastal sea waves? Fantastic. There we go. Yeah, you notice the overgrowth is hiding a few little entrances here. There's some big plants in and around here. I'll take a perception check from anybody that's proficient, or... Yeah, anybody's proficient.
What was the check again?
Perception.
Ah!
Got a 9.
11.
16.
Yeah, Rhea, it's very obvious to you that these plants have been grown to try and block off the view of these from the sea. You would assume these are smugglers' coves.
I turn to the rest. I deduce. I'm kidding.
These plants are hiding the place.
Oh, you thought for a second you were going to say these plants are hiding. I was going to say hiding from what?
That too.
All right.
Also, I can't move my girl at all.
You're stuck within one.
Well, put it back. I've just pulled you out.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
That's what I was talking about. You become a tree.
Ah. It's happening in real time. Alright, so...
All right.
You mean like this one? And I'll point out this large bush tree, I think.
Yes, that bush looks suspicious.
All right. Well, shall we press on then?
Sure.
I'll move some of the leaves out the way.
Can we get some machete action up in this?
Yeah. Let me go forth.
Can we make it through there, James? They're just like chopping branches.
Yeah, you could just walk through, I think.
Two seeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to look for an effect that would be like schwa schwa, but I can't find one.
Okay. As you enter here, you see a wooden crate on the right hand. Quite a large one. So.
I will check for traps.
Yeah, as you look at it, it seems like it's sort of a wooden shipment crate. And you can quite easily get in. It is clearly not trapped or locked in any way.
Cool, I'll open it.
You trap or lock. Okay. And please roll me a d12.
D12. An 11.
In here, you find a gear-driven ship's navigational calculator, enclosed in a fairly good box. This could fetch some money. It's worth something good. You also find in here some maps of charts of the sea, of different places, and you also find a deal your treasure card out.
Oh. Oh no.
Good.
Oh.
You can see it clearly.
Here we go.
What did you get, Josh?
An 11.
11. You find a hopelessly rent mustard yellow surcoat, but there is a chain shirt.
Oh.
A reminder: this won't fit any character. You would have to sell it, unless it might fit an average-sized human, I guess. If you did want it to, but I'm pretty sure you've all got armor.
Can Rheawynne wear a chain shirt?
I'm pretty sure Rheawynne should not wear anything that is not heavy armor, as her dex is
True.
absolutely abysmal. We discovered that and gave her ring mail. You have that now, right? Yeah.
Oh, I think so. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We never went. Did we go back to collect
Yeah,
it?
you would have gone back before leaving.
Oh, does that mean I have my?
Oh yeah.
Was
You
it was it you got?
guys got stuff.
I have my chainmail.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Then I shouldn't have been hit before.
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys equipped... I thought I'd said then and there, you guys can equip this, but you won't actually in-game gather it for another couple of days. My bad.
Yeah, it's just in game. We never went back to get it, so I'm like, oh, we never got
Anyone get anything else?
I think Josh also got armor.
Boxxo, yeah.
I did, yeah. I
it.
got
My AC is way better now.
studded leather.
Guys, I'm sorry, I need to take 5. Go back.
Yeah.
hello, and welcome back. Sorry about that. Yeah, you find what looks like sort of a captain's stores, if you like, in this shipment crate. His navigational gear, his maps, and his armor.
I will give those
they all look
to
dated.
someone else.
They all look dated. You would know that little gear's navigational contraption. It's only about this big, but it's a navigational calculator. It allows you to look at the stars and work out distances and stuff. Is worth a pretty penny.
I'll hold on to the charts.
Yeah, we're talking probably 75 gold.
Wow.
If you can find the right purchaser, that sort of amount for that navigation equipment, it's really, worth a lot of
Give
gold.
that to Toothy.
Cool. Okay.
Cool.
You see that this cavern goes further in. Boxxo is clambering over the box.
Yep.
Rest of you following?
I suppose.
Oh.
Wait up, guys. I'm putting stuff away.
Be careful, there's a multiple passageways.
Let's split up. Oh, so
Boxxo,
we.
stop.
And are you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put you guys like this.
Yep.
Like
Nice.
that, okay, and I'm going to attack you.
Ooh.
Yay!
Boxxo,
No!
That is a 23 to hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This creature drops down on you, and like literally, you feel something like insert into your shoulder.
Ah.
Ugh.
And it looks like
What the?
it looks like this. Nasty looking creature, and it sort of inserts its proboscis.
Oh, we've
into
seen
your
those.
body. Not in this campaign, but yes.
I've not.
No,
Um,
recently.
I think we might have fought them in Strahd. Yeah, and this creature is latched onto you. For the rest of you, roll initiative, please. Boxxo with disadvantage, please.
Initiative.
Ugh.
Let's go.
Got a 5.
Take a 10.
Oh, this is going to be really annoying. Hold on a second, sorry.
Ooh, look at them.
I've got to be careful not to bring the GM text to
Itty
the
bitty.
front page. Okay. Anybody other than Boxxo want to switch initiative? I've got a 14, a 10, a 5, a 13.
Welcome to mine, anybody who wants it. I guess I'm the top.
Josh, do you have a way of getting the thing off of you easily?
Apart from attacking it repeatedly, I don't
He also
think
is
so.
the only person I didn't offer a swap in initiative to.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, but I mean, like, if I took Vel'zekiss'
Oh, I see what you mean.
like, try to rip the thing off of him instead of waiting.
Please do.
Okay.
Okay, I'll switch with Vel'zekiss if that's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to take
Oh,
us into this fairly quickly. Well, Vel'zekiss offered, so this isn't a big drama. So I'm just going to roll.
Not for you. It's not attached to your neck.
No, it's a bit, and they will do damage. Don't get me
I
wrong,
don't know what
but-
diseases it's carrying.
But I just mean, like, let's not focus. Let's not get caught up too hard in the preamble to the combat. Okay, cool. Sturge has been. So Pietro, you're up.
Oh, nice. So if I can see from my position the thing attached to Boxxo,
Yeah.
I will try to rip it off with my telekinesis. I'm
Okay.
gonna force it to make a strength save.
Oh, that's the strongest it's ever been.
Wow.
That's with a -3, by the way.
Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, you try and put it off and nothing. It's just latched. Boxxo's whole neck just jerks backwards with your yank.
Ooh.
This thing really wants to kill you, Boxxo. And if I notice this one to my north,
Oh, you do. You see them all at the
Whatever I
sort of-
can
when
see,
it's
basically.
when it's latched onto Boxxo, you hear this sort of noise, and then the others start making the same noise and like swarming inwards.
Well, then
So
I
yes,
will
you see two
telekinetic
of them.
slam this one over here.
Okay, surely I can't beat your BC with twice. Is a 14 fail?
14 is the save.
Oh. With a -3, they've achieved 2 strength saves against you.
Bastards.
Yeah, sorry.
Also, Toothy's light is not lighting.
If he has a light.
Aura. His aura, I mean. Yeah, I don't see it for some reason. The
Lost
banner?
my
Is the
vibe.
banner-
It's there.
Okay. I will take a step in then.
Okay. Boxxo, this one comes towards you and is going to launch itself at you. That is a 21 to hit you.
God damn.
I feel like Peakley and Lilo and Stitch when all the mosquitoes swarm all over him.
7
Good
piercing,
reference.
7 piercing damage, max damage. Toothy, you're up.
Alright. Gonna plant my battle standard. And move over, so it's technically there.
Yep.
Then move over. And then do I have a chance to, if I swing with my scimitar to try and okay.
They're sort of like this size. So it's not
Yeah,
difficult
good.
to like
I don't-
swing through one of them.
Yeah.
Right, all
Don't
good.
want to hit. Yeah.
You're not one, though.
Oh, that one.
Oh, no.
You try and swing, and Boxxo's just sort of riding about a little bit and just moves it out your way. Any bonus action from you?
Yes. I am going to say to Boxxo, don't worry, mate, we'll get you out soon. And use my martial adept to give him 10 HP. Rally. My turn, I can use a bonus action to expend 1 superiority die, which is a d6. You can see here, 10 HP equal to the superiority die plus 2. So, let me roll a d6. 5, so you get 7 10 HP.
Hey.
Oops. Sorry, give me a second. That brings us to this little dude who's going to go and latch onto Vel'zekiss. Vel'zekiss, that is a 16 to hit you.
I'll shield.
Okay. As it tries to leap down on you, it just encounters a magical barrier. And Boxxo, you are up.
However, that triggers a surge.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
Because
You're
I
gonna-
used
you're gonna finish the
chaos
battle,
earlier. I
Fireball.
don't know. It could be bad. Could be something bad. You never know.
Could be something good.
If there was
40.
if there was ever a time to turn
Darkness.
into
I
a
cast
pop
darkness directly below my feet.
Oh,
My god.
I love that.
Which is good because I already couldn't see hell of what was going on. So, like, I don't know, like, I think there's one over somewhere here, but I can kind of see a shade of it. I don't know why I can't really see into these little holes, but now I can't see anything anyway. So,
Love that. It encompasses half of Pietro as well. Pietro, like, you're literally turning and, like, just suddenly there's just this cloud of magical darkness you can see nothing through. Yeah.
awesome.
Boxxo, you're up. Cool, actually, I like that.
I will try and stab at the one on my neck.
Great, go for it.
That's a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, and as you sort of whip through it with the psychic blade, it just simply dies.
Ooh.
Cool.
Bonus
And then with my bonus action, I'll try and stab at the other one.
Yep, the one on your back.
That's a 20 for a
Hey,
26.
cool, yeah, you stab them both. You just hear a little
It's not needed.
as they just soak out of their blood. Vel'zekiss. Fading away in that darkness. What's the plan?
Yeah, I don't know. Boy. I guess I'll just. I don't know. I assume this says that you can see.
I think so. Is it?
And not everything does, but certain spells do. Yes. No, I can still touch with disadvantage, but I just couldn't acid splash it, which wouldn't have had disadvantage. But I can't cast it at all.
Your darkness on your wild magic table doesn't say you can't see. You can see in it. Your spell does not require you to see, so you can cast it. Right? I see. Yeah. Well, I mean,
right.
And so do you. I see what you're going with this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know somewhat where it is, so I assume a typical disadvantage for not seeing it situation will apply. So I'll just have to do that. And it would be disadvantage for being close to me anyway, but it's obviously not going to stack. But 10.
Yep, 10 hits. And you just hear this little squeal. And this release of blood as
4 necrotic damage.
Yep, this creature dies. Oh, anything else from you, Vel'zekiss?
Well, I think I will. I'm probably not going to get out of the darkness. I don't know how far the darkness goes in character, so I'll just stumble in the direction where people were and bump into the back of Pietro and just hang out there. That's me.
Okay. A creature follows you into the darkness and gets utterly lost. Another... Oh, no, not that. Yeah, that's right. And then this one is going to come around this corner. Yeah, it flies over and is going to try and latch onto you, Toothy. But that is a natural 1. It tries to bite into your chainmail and just gets a mouthful of metal. Rheawynne. As you turn back, there's Pietro and then just a big, massive, magical cloud of darkness.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'll look back from I'll duck my head back out of the dome and look at her and be like, oh.
I like to imagine that Vel just sneezed and that's what happened.
It's one utterance wrong and suddenly.
Let me see. So there's a little dude over there. I'm gonna hope whatever's going on behind me is okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Actually, would she know how darkness works? Like darkness magic would work?
You know that you're gonna have to wait for that to run out. There's no way to dispel it. Unless you have dispel magic, but you know that probably isn't necessary. But you can see this little sturge that's flitting away in front of Toothy. I just want to point out these sturges are slightly different from the picture. They also have gills.
Interesting. Okay. I think I'm going to create bonfire where it is, near that entrance, just in case if there's any others that come around.
I suppose the bonfire's quite big. There's a flying creature, that's what I'm thinking of, but yeah, it's you just this roaring flame comes up out there, yeah. It'll make a dexterity save. Yeah, and it just sort of flies up a little higher, having none of that.
Gosh, dingus dang it.
Succeeds, right, I assume?
Yeah, it does succeed.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I think that's all I do.
Okay. Okay, there we go. This creature is going to come in, and it doesn't like the fire, and it stays back. That brings us to Pietro.
Pietro's gonna move up. He's gonna sneak by Rheawynne.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Vel'zekiss is okay back there. I'll sort of pat Vel'zekiss and let him know that this is the way to be moving. I think he's smart enough to figure that out. And I'm gonna try to pull this sucker into the produce flame.
I'm so delighted that this -3 strength has not succeeded in
Yes,
another strength save. You pull it in and it will die.
Amazing.
Flames. One creature is left. You do know it's around that corner.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will move up so that I can.
You can sort of
see it.
peek into Toothy's space.
Oh,
if
sure.
you want, just so you can see it.
And then I am gonna try to telekinetic slam this sucker.
Surely, yes. Beautiful.
Aladdin
as you
into
take
the
that
friggin'
creature
wall.
out, you can go back into that space if you don't mind.
Yep.
You see no creatures further this way. Anything else from you, Pietro?
No, that was my bonus and action.
Lucy.
Where are they? Where are those little buggers? Can't see anymore. I'm just gonna move up.
At the end of this little sort of circular area, you see a big ornate chest. No.
Okay,
creatures.
maybe there's one. Maybe there's one hiding behind it, and I'm gonna take my javelin and I'm gonna just throw it at the chest to try and see if there's any like behind it.
Yeah. As it hits this chest, it doesn't even dent it. It just hits the chest and immediately falls to the ground in front of it. The chest is incredibly sturdy. Anything else from you, Toothy?
I moved up 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm gonna remain here. That's
Okay.
the end of my turn.
Rheawynne, Pietro, and Vel'zekiss. Can I take a perception check? This is for hearing.
Oi, sure. 18.
Okay.
13.
Yeah. Pietro?
4.
Okay. Rheawynne and Vel'zekiss, you hear the sound of almost like a splat. As a creature flies full tilt into a wall. And you see... and how long does darkness last?
I have it
10
up
minutes.
over here. 10 minutes, yes.
Yeah, cool. Vel'zekiss, you can make your way out of there. You don't think that creature is following you.
Okay, yeah, I stumble, and I was actually probably panicking relatively hard until Pietro was comforting about it. And it's
Yeah,
more
whatever,
to like,
grabbed his arm or something.
I mean, as I come
Yeah.
stumbling out of there, like the sort of white egg-shaped thing that was my shield is dissipating also as I pop out of the darkness, and I'm kind of just like flailing, I'm almost like that miming you're in something thing, you know what I mean? Kind of just where it's obviously like it wasn't sure if the darkness was coming from being trapped inside that, but is now free.
As you move out, you will know that darkness is behind. Yeah. What's the plan?
Is everybody all right?
Oh, sorry. Take 30 experience points.
30.
It was 5 creatures with 1 health each.
That was the hardest battle yet.
Boxxo agrees.
Yeah, it is.
The most pain he's ever taken.
Boxxo, do you need some healing?
Yes, please.
I got this one, right?
Have a berry.
I
Wand
got
if
this
you
one.
need it, but
I got this one.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
man.
How much XP was it again? I'm sorry.
30, I think. 30?
30.
30, yeah.
I've just
30.
seen the picture Jack posted. I have to get that on the screen for stream. That's absolutely absurd.
Amazing.
Here you go, guys. Let's put that on the token layer and.
Boxxo, I'm gonna give you the 3 berries that I have, so they each give 3 HP.
So you take 9.
Oh,
you get 9
thank you.
healing.
9 healing.
That's amazing.
How much more to top you up?
God damn it. Oh,
I'll perform some
ew.
some Westwood
Oh, yeah.
acupuncture.
Huh?
What?
I'll perform some acupuncture for you. That's what I've been. That's what I've been doing for lay on hands with my claws.
Oh, you were offering to heal him if. I see.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think the berries got me to full HP.
I don't think they did.
They
You
sure
had
did.
9 hit points. You ate 3. The 9 health heal.
And they each give 3 each.
So that's 9 health heal.
Yeah.
9
9
plus
in
9 is
total.
18. You have 21 hit points now.
Wait, what? Wait,
You had 9 hit points.
3 times 3.
Yeah.
Gained 3 hit points 3 times.
I don't know why.
9 plus 9 is 18.
I don't know why I've got full hit points.
18 does not
Because
equal
TT gave you
21.
acupuncture.
Wait. Okay, there. Let me put my temp back in. There we go.
What temp?
Oh, he got temp from.
Oh, you got it
think-
after you took the damage. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about this back here. I had to protect myself with my magic, and sort of reminded me of a dark time. No, seriously.
Is that how your magic works? You think of a memory and it manifests?
Not the thing I'm trying to do. That sort of works out just fine, but sometimes I do get distracted. Other things happen alongside.
I've noticed.
I'm
Is there-
sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's okay. None of us got hurt. Is there a way to... What's the best way to help when something like that happens?
Stay out of the way.
Okay. Is there a way to stabilize it, or is it just kind of you're still learning how to work with it?
We shall see.
Well, sometimes I feel like it's come in handy. Because, no offense. I don't mean anything by this, but sometimes you get this look about you where it's like, you're like, holy shit, I didn't mean to do that. And then, but like the thing you did was like, blow up everything. And sometimes blowing up everything is like a good thing.
Yes, sometimes my prowess impresses even myself. I don't apologize
Yeah,
at those times, obviously, for clear reasons.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
And
Anyway.
I'm pretty sure a bug ran into a wall, so I think it worked out.
Yeah. There's more. I think there's another chest back here.
Yeah, I would like to give Josh some credit for how long he has waited, knowing there's an ornate chest at the end of this corridor to allow the roleplay to finish
patient.
before trying to unlock it. It was a remarkable act of self-restraint. As you approach this chest, it is ornate, it is beautiful.
I'll check if it's trapped.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
That investigation, you say?
Yeah.
That is 21.
Yeah, a heavy lock is very rusted over, but there appears to be no traps.
Okay, I will attempt to lockpick it.
Okay,
Do
go
not
ahead.
see a chest.
Yeah, I don't
No,
see a chest.
there isn't actually. I mean, I suppose I've been lazy here, haven't I?
No, that's fine.
No, I've been lazy. I have about 70 different fucking chests. I could definitely have put one on the map. Let's put you back a bit. Go on.
They're 25.
Okay. Yeah, as you unlock this chest, it is full of what were probably once priceless silks. Absolutely large piles of them, but they've gone completely to mold and mildew. However, laid on top of them is an ornately carved wooden leg.
Nice.
Nice.
I throw the leg over my shoulder,
I catch the leg.
and I'll just rummage through the destroyed silk just to see if there's anything hidden
Give me an investigation
beneath
check.
them. I will use one of my d4s.
Wait, did you say it was an ornate leg? Like, was there anything fancy about it?
It's got like little carvings all along the wooden peg leg. Beautiful. You don't wait for the right moment to start. Start and make each moment right. Add that D4.
Okay.
What did you get?
A 13.
13. Jay, roll me a D100.
Hello?
Okay.
It's just a random treasure check.
Da, 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 da. Where the heck is a D100?
It's at the top.
Are you on?
Oh no, it's the one with the 2 dice.
Yeah, the
If
2
you're
Oh,
on
okay, I
D&D
see
Beyond.
it.
That would be 40? Oh, is that the second time we got a 40?
Yeah. Buried at the very back right of this chest, you find a malachite.
Ooh, can I try and sneakily pocket that?
I don't even need you to try. You can.
Yay, that's my second.
Reminder once again to ignore the prices on the gems and demons beyond.
Well, you've only told me for 2 of their specific worth. The rest you haven't.
Yep.
So I've not noted them.
You'll have to get them
Okay.
appraised by a jeweler.
Okay, cool.
If I haven't given you a price already, you'll need to get them appraised.
Okay, cool.
But the price
I
that
could probably
actually
do it, but you
states
don't
on
tell me.
D&D Beyond. Sorry. Yes, Joe could appraise them if you would show them to Vel'zekiss.
That ain't happening.
Between Pietro and Vel'zekiss, they definitely would have some gem knowledge, but alas, they'd have to know you'd found some gems. Anyway, you've emptied that treasure.
Do the carvings on the leg mean anything, or are they just pretty?
No, they're just made to look very nice. You would know this is probably a pirate's pig leg. It's sort of maybe one reserved for special occasions as opposed to a utilitarian one.
Okay.
Good. Let's hope none of us ever need this.
Well, it's good to have a spare.
Idea. Lock someone's leg off next session.
All right.
Not my
Let's
fault.
continue round.
To your left, you see a cave that looks to be a dead end. Floating at the back of the cave is a little crate that's just moving about in the water.
Sorry, where's the crate?
Somewhere over there in the water.
I'll head over to the crate.
You open it up and you see 6 empty bottles that look like they once might have housed brandy.
Are they empty?
Yeah, they've emptied out long, long ago.
Oh, is the crate just empty with just these bottles, or is it full of hay and stuff to keep them from smashing
No, it was
against
so
each
there was.
other?
It's a box that's actually divided into, or crate that's actually divided into 6 little
Oh, okay.
sections of bottles. It's a bottle crate, if you will. If you were to pick it up, it would be like a bottle bag, but it's solid wooden. It's a bottle box. It's like this.
Bottle box.
6
Bottle box.
space of six bottles in it. They're all empty, but you can still keep the box if you want to have a good way of storing any other sort of bottles, potions, alcohol, etc. that you might get along the way.
Bottle
So sort of
box.
6 empty bottles if you want to fill them with something later on. Throw them at someone's head.
If this resulted, that would be the best find we've had the whole time.
Yeah, very true.
Cool. You may have the knowledge that only that is a path. Guys, is Explore mode on?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Go me.
Wait, Boxxo. Maybe I should go first.
Oh shit.
Why?
I'm also just going to do
You know, I'll let you have any of the stuff that we find.
that. There you go.
It's
So
just about safety.
I'm
Remember that.
safe.
Yeah, but remember that thing that just fell on your neck?
Well, then I'll look up.
All right. Well, if you're gonna look up,
I'm not looking up.
Can I, with the water and the tunnels, can I light, magically of course, the candle of the deep? Carry that around so I have some light.
Definitely. I have just made it daylight mode, so it should be a little brighter for everyone.
I literally can't even see myself.
Is that better?
I'm in there. I know there. No, that must have changed something anyway.
Can you now see a fair, in every direction in the end?
Yeah. I think all that's getting in now is the walls. So yeah.
Yes, the walls do still exist. I
Yeah.
might just do that, actually, just to make it more pleasant to look at. But yes, as you move along, you see at the end of that passageway, Boxxo, you see an area that looks like it's been flooded.
Well, might as well take it off the checklist.
Give me a perception check.
I will use my D6.
Now we know what Boxxo uses these for. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Guys, I've just realized it's a really nice looking map. I'm just going to give you full brightness just so that it looks like.
I can see
it
it.
is a really nice.
Yeah, but it's really nicely colored, and those of you who haven't got dark vision are seeing it in like this horrible
Oh,
dark
I
grayscale.
see.
So it's quite nice just to enjoy the map with a lot of you. Boxxo, you got what? Sorry, an investigation check.
A 15.
Lovely. Yeah, roll me a d12.
1.
1. You find a box, a little box, a little box, Boxxo, that is very tightly sealed. You'd have to smash it to get into it.
I will do so. I will smash it against the wall.
You find a very beautiful coloured pebble. It is known as a star diopside.
That's my favourite
going
legendary
to-
Pokemon.
Hold me a second, I'm going to give you an entire spiel about this. There. It is a most prized form of a hard, durable gemstone that is found in attractive colours. It is very, very dark. Your particular one is a dark blue. And, yeah.
Okay.
It's nice. You also find 3 little buttons made of brass and gold. Probably worth a pretty penny.
Little button.
Buttons are
and
nice.
a-
Little buttons.
Yeah. 3, they're quite ornate buttons. And then you'll also see an ornate wooden spinning top. It could be a toy for a child, but it would be an incredibly rich child. Or the incredibly rich family, because it's a very ornately, beautifully carved piece of artwork, basically.
What's going to Boxxo and what's going to the group loot?
I took the star diopside, and you guys can have the buttons.
And the spinning top.
And the spinning top.
Little little gold button. And from Cove. And spinning top. Or ornate.
And just to get us to the end of the session, guys, I'm just going to paste you into the next room.
Cool.
In here, there are a number of crates along the back wall, and you see that they were probably once much higher, but they've fallen forwards. A man, or the skeleton of a man, is crushed beneath some of the boxes and is in the water. You would assume that the boxes fell on him and he drowned.
So,
Bugger.
And I will tell you all, if you rifle through these, you see that most of them held tobacco that has long since gone to mold. You do, however, find a single cask of brandy. It is heavy. It is 5 gallons. But it is very nice. And Joe, roll me a D100, please.
that is a 1.
Ow.
That is a
what?
pretty fantastic roll on my treasure chest.
Staff of power?
No. In a single sea chest, you open it up and find a set of 6 goblets made of copper, brass, silver, and gemstones. These are magical. And their property is that anybody who drinks from these chalices, any substance that's poured into it is purified of any poison or disease.
Nice.
So anything you drink from here, you cannot be poisoned or diseased. Yeah. Out of 6 beautiful ornate chalices.
We could have one each.
Yeah.
And I think that you could have one each and save one for a horse or a familiar.
To give away to some bedraggled peasant on the side of the road. That's-
As a wedding gift.
oh, you've got a sniffle here. Have a goblet worth 100 silver.
And wrapped up in a small bundle in one other crate is another piece of treasure. Jay, roll me a d12.
A D12. Okay.
Could I have the gemstone goblet?
I think they're all made of all the
Oh.
materials.
They're all
made
They're
of silver,
all-
copper, brass, and gemstones. Like.
Oh, I thought you was like, there's one copper, one silver, one gemstone.
Yeah, a goblet made of gemstones.
That's why I wanted the gemstone one.
Jay, what did you get?
6.
6. Okay. You find an old but well-kept glaive with an ornate dragon drawn on the hilt.
Oh, damn.
Ooh,
Right.
This is not a magical weapon, but it is nice.
is pretty. Can I use a glaive? Who can use a glaive?
No, you can't.
Dang it!
You can use simple weapons.
Damn
it! Anything but. No, I'm afraid it is only the loot keeper. As Jack types away as he keeps track of all the exciting loot.
Yes, thank you,
will come
Jack.
to the- yeah, thank you very much.
It's alright.
We'll
100
come to
thank
the timeless tradition of MVPs. And we'll start with. We started with Rico last week, so I would normally start with Jack, but he's typing, so I'll start with Josh.
I probably gotta give it to the disgruntled ghosts that are constantly shifting on the bench when people come to sit by. They're like, ugh. Especially a Whale who won't stop moving closer to them. They're like, will you go away already?
When I was creating this encounter, I had the thought that if you shuffled along, I did consider the bench just expanding. Further along you tried to shuffle them. But then I thought, A, that was really silly, and B, that you might try and abuse it by, like, shuffling out to sea or something stupid. So I was like, no, we're just going to have them fall off. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that. I thought it was really fun. Jack.
Oh god, there was so many this session. I love the way Josh and Vel'zekiss both were like, look, like Toothy and some people followed in giving away shit as a wedding gift, but like they were both like, look, like we care about loot, but we care about very particular loot. And I like the fact that it's like you guys are like, no, we have like a code, and that code is, yeah, like there's very special loot that we care about, and like and it's both different for both of you. And then Vel'zekiss also again being like having this moment about like when the darkness was cast, and then after the fact being like I kind of fucked up, and he was like insecure about that. It was like, oh, it's
yeah. Also,
was...
it's like opened up and was a little vulnerable about a darker time in his past.
Yeah,
which I think was really worth, perhaps not chatting about in a cave where you might get attacked by sturges, but it's something to think about for later. And
then Rico mentioning the ghost pig, and they can't the ghosts can't eat ghost pig.
Yes, that was ridiculous.
And then that's it. I swear there's no more.
Allow it. Just to go back to your first point, I thought it was really beautifully painted by wedding gifts being offered out, and Rico going, "Not the earring! You can have anything. You can give them anything. Just don't give them the earring. I want that." That was quite good. Josh, Jay. No, that's rubbish. Rico, sorry. Rico.
Yeah, so there were a lot of great little, like, sort of subtle character development moments I felt during this session. But my favorite moment goes back to our conversation with the couple and talking about, wedding customs. And I think it was Boxxo who inquired about Genasi customs. And when he asked about the Earth Genasi customs, I explained that we, exchange jewelry. And so it sort of like segued into giving them the ring as sort of like a token of,
yeah, the wedding customs were great. I thought it was really
yeah,
nice moment.
yeah,
Ashen dance,
like Pietro sort of
anyway.
like reminiscing about his yeah.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Mm-hmm. It was very nice.
I'd get married in this campaign.
And also, I don't know if anyone caught, but I mentioned that our bonds are as strong as the ground that we walk on.
Yeah.
For some.
For some.
Or for most.
Well, some ground is not as strong as others. Jay, your MVP.
I enjoyed the swooping bit. I enjoyed how everyone kind of bounced off of that. And I don't know if this was Joe or if this was Vel'zekiss, but then like being like, "Oh my God, it's a vulture behind you," to
Josh.
Boxxo. That might have been, yeah. But I thought that was pretty funny, whether that was a character or not.
Well,
but,
it's just it's the bird.
gigantic
bird
in his real room.
oh.
Because
That's
you're like
what
all
Joe's
these
talking about.
seabirds,
The huge
and there's
bird
a giant.
in the room. Yeah.
I didn't even see that. I just thought you were making a bit for like there was a seagull coming at you. So
It works
yeah,
both ways.
it works both ways.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
Joe.
So you sort of half mentioned it. I will full mention it. The toothy inventing. Anytime, Jack, you invent some sort of nonsense from the West, it's just great every time. Whether you call an animal a weird thing, or you invent cover ourselves in ash and do a dance ritual. I mean, it's just exciting.
It's inspired by traditional Aboriginal mythos, but I don't steal it directly.
Sure.
I research it during the session and sometimes before the session, and then be like, oh, okay, I'll just
Listen,
hash up
It's
something.
very
I'll
nice
just
to
hash
me
up something.
because I have been adding it. I've been taking notes and adding it to
Ooh.
the story of the Savage West because obviously we're going to be in Mazrea for the foreseeable future in most campaigns. So my Friday table might come to the Savage West at some point, and it might not be the Savage West anymore or it might be more savage. I don't know, depending on when they turn up and whatever. But they would encounter Tabaxi who have these traditions, and what we build in this world is this canon in another, and I think it's really, really enjoyable. I do think, Jack, you deserve a lot of credit, but it's not only Jack. I do want to say that. Like, I think the Genasi customs, I think the sort of the breaking of the chains of the Kobold, and some Kobold slaves have gone elsewhere, which we've had the story, how the war affected people up in the north and how that affected, Jay's character, and also the way that wild magic has been manifested by Joe. You're the first wild magic sorcerer in any of the campaigns.
Oh.
It's definitely like something that's going to be reflected not only by other people that play wild magic sorcery, but also by other wild magic sorcerers you encounter.
Sure.
So yeah, we are building the world out, and I think you guys are all fantastically creative. I just want to harken back to Joe's. Sometimes my prowess impresses even myself. Not only a fabulous sentence, but something I regularly think when I'm, doing all sorts. I also enjoyed swooping, and I enjoyed the reference to egging him on. I really enjoyed the whole. All of the different roleplay moments. I really enjoyed the moment with the children outside. I think that was really, yes, it was a bit of lighthearted fun, but there was also a real chance to see how different characters acted for different things. And then similarly, as we met the couple on the road, seeing how different people reacted with different things, and looking down at the Karina's religious ceremony and sort of all ignoring it, it's still signs of like what grabs the characters, what doesn't. But actually, I really enjoyed the climbing segment. A lot of the time, physical barriers or problems can just be overcome in D&D in milliseconds. I'm very glad you didn't just jump off and expend this first level spell slot, because actually it meant that we had something, to picture the way that different people were dealing with things, and had somebody abseiling, we had somebody just on a rope being slammed into a wall. We had somebody desperately grabbing onto the rope as they were falling. Different things, and I think it was really that was really nice. But overall, I just thought it was a great session. I think you guys did really well. But that is where we're going to end. So if you guys would like to say goodbye,
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
we shall see you soon.